All right. Welcome, foolish mortals and wandering spirits, to the Last Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, mini-campaigns, long-running campaigns, seances, divination, the occasional dabble in necromancy. If it's TTRPG related, we pretty much do it all. I am your ghost host for the evening. My name is Daniela. Tonight we are playing The Haunting of Duncan Hill, which is a game that I wrote for last year's Spooky Game Jam here at the Lost Caravan RPG. Before I introduce my beautiful players, we do have a few announcements to get through. We have two sponsors for this evening. The first one is Hero Forge, where you can make and design your own minis of the lingering shadows that lurk in your peripheral visions. The one with bizarre and crude limbs and unearthly bodies, whose faces you can't quite make out. But you can definitely try to on heroforge.com. And Epidemic Sound, where you can find some great music to drown out those odd whispers that seem to creep from an undiscernible place in your home. Where are they coming from? What are they saying? Why do they sound so familiar? Doesn't matter because you can drown them out at epidemicsound.com. So as I said, tonight we are playing The Haunting of Duncan Hill. We're playing a bit of a twist on the original game. The original game was meant to be a collaborative ghost story where you can play as ghosts haunting an ancient manor. I've added a few new rules for this particular group, and these rules will allow them to also murder any intruders or inhabitants of this manor. So the stakes are going to be a little bit higher for these particular players.
Why, Danny? Why did you do this?
You know.
Wait, what happened? Wait, what did Danny? Danny, what did you?
Revenge.
Wait, what did Danny say?
I said the stakes are a little bit higher for you as you strive to satiate your bloodlust in my game.
Okay, look, it wasn't blood. Okay, first of all, it was just lust, Danny. There was no blood involved. I just wanted a boyfriend.
We
Second
added
of all,
the lust or the blood to the lust. That was kind of.
It was all Elton's fault. 100%.
In the first game where they were originally supposed to haunt, they instead decided to kill one of the NPCs so that one of the characters could have a ghost boyfriend. But we're going to keep going. We're going to move on. We don't need to dwell on that. We need to dwell on the present day here in Duncan Hill. So I invite you, audience, wrap yourself in a warm blanket. Wrap your palms around the mug of something steamy. Make your final arrangements and let's tell a ghost story because after all, we've been dying for you to join us. So before we jump straight into the story, let's meet my players who are currently in their corruptible mortal state. Tell us who you are and who you'll be playing tonight. We can start in overlay order with LC.
okay, hi. Okay, I'm LC. Step 1. Step 2.
Sure.
No, I don't know actually. I am optimistic on all social media. It is above me, and tonight I will be. I use she/they pronouns. Tonight I'm playing Dawn Parker, your 80s girly girl who died by her serial killer boyfriend, who did a little bit of a cult ritual in the basement of this house that she now finds herself in. Yes, I am to blame for this second game because I thought it would be a little bit funny to get another boyfriend because the one from the last game was kind of cute. And so I used my ghost buddies to kill him so that I could have a boyfriend. And that is how we found the murder mechanic that Danny didn't know she had not written yet. And that's me.
Yeah, okay, let's move on to Ling. Why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Hey, I'm Ling, she, her. I'm playing as Elizabeth Duncan, who, the late owner of a Duncan house. Calling it a house or a manor? Both. Anyway, so she was the owner in the 1800s. She was poisoned by her brother-in-law so that her nephew could inherit the place sooner and he could exploit it. But she found out with her dying breath, basically, so she's not too happy about it.
All right, moving on to Sophia.
Hi, I'm Sophia. Also, she, her, and tonight I'll be playing Brooke Barnes, former outlaw who's betrayed by her partners and hung for her crimes.
That's what
All
it does.
right. Nikki, I believe you're next.
Hi, I'm Nikki, aka Coyote Witch. She, her. I am playing Captain Bonnie McAgree. She, her as well. She's a pirate captain who probably 1700s got mutinied by her crew and left to die and drown on the frozen beach that is beneath Duncan Hill. So she's been here for a really, really long time. She still looks a little bit frozen. She's also Elsie's wing pirate.
I hope you're very successful with that tonight. Rise, you're last.
Hi, I'm Rise, aka Sean, whatever you want to call me, don't care one way or another. Tonight, I will be playing Seamus McAllister, a former soldier who turned stable master and unfortunately met his end at the hands of a group of horse thieves as he's trying to kick them out, and they didn't particularly take well to that.
All right. So now that we've met the haunted souls of Duncan Hill, let's jump into tonight's ghost story. Nestled upon a mossy moor atop a great hill, on the edge of the vast gray white-capped speckled sea, sitting in a nearly perpetual bed of swirling mist and fog, is the remains of a once grand stone manor, Duncan Hill. Once full of warmth and life, this now decrepit manor is home to 6 ghosts, 5 of whom are you poor lost souls. Since the day of your tragic death, you have found yourself free to wander these halls, to claim this house as your own, anchoring your tether to this world in its stone floors and cold walls. You are the source of local legends, characters in the stories older children tell younger ones in a dark room with a candle under their chin. Many with a beating heart and warm blood have tried to reside here, but one after another they fled Duncan Hill, either from the haunting of your presence or from whatever miserable circumstances life threw their way. Some have even tried to expel you from these premises, but you took care of that. You have been enjoying a nice, quiet afterlife for some time now. You don't know how long it's been since you were last disturbed, but all of that is about to change. Wealthy billionaire Curtis James Duncan IV has decided to invite 4 of his dearest and most esteemed friends to spend 5 nights in a haunted house. And what better place than his family home of Duncan Hill? Over 5 nights, they will live in your home, claiming the premises as their own and having themselves a ball. Each night, they will wine and dine and perform silly little rituals to amuse themselves. How dare they intrude on your quiet afterlife, indulging in their mortality? Perhaps you can show them how fleeting their little lives are. Now, before our living beings begin to unpack their suitcases in their manor, let's give a little bit more of a thorough introduction. Why don't we introduce what it is that your ghost looks like and what they are currently doing in the halls of Duncan Hill? We can go in overlay order once again with Elsie.
Okay. All right. I know this question. I remember this question. So, Dawn is like your typical 80s girly, like, she got the ponytail. Last episode, it was a puffy, like, ski jacket, like multicolored ski jacket, but it's too hot now to be wearing that. So, imagine that, or imagine, like, a cool little vest, like, mom pants. I don't actually know how translucent we are as ghosts, but I mean, like, the makeup, like some eyeshadow and the whole blush, the whole shebang. And where she is, just like last time, definitely in the living room with the TV on watching SVU, because that is her favorite show.
Incredible. Yeah, using the little force of your tethered life that you have, turning on the electronics in the household. You managed to find your way into sending a signal to the wires of the TV to turn it on and enjoy your TBS SVU marathons.
Fucking love it. It's like so good, and episodes never run out. There's always more.
It's true. It's true. The show has literally been on forever since the dawn of time.
It's true.
Yep. Totally remember watching it on my pirate ship.
All right. What does Elizabeth Duncan look like, and what is she doing in the halls of Duncan Hill today?
So when Elizabeth is in a good mood, she is, I believe, around her late 40s, plump, bright brown eyes, very happy looking, late 1800s clothing, but it's morning clothing, so all black. And she has wavy black hair and a white streak going up the side. And as always, she's walking the halls and making sure her guests are happy. Her unliving guests are happy. and, and probably trying to serve them tea again and probably failing again.
Wonderful. And Brooke, what does your outlaw look like, and what are they doing in Duncan Hill?
Trying to remember. She is I believe she's advertised with like long black hair. Still has, you know, like her 6 shooters and stuff on her waist, and decent pair of boots, and I imagine a duster and a hat that she doesn't take off.
All right. And Bonnie, what do you look like? What are you doing?
Bonnie McGree looks like a pirate captain. She's got really short, shaggy blonde hair that's like looks like it's always tousled in the wind and always kind of smells like seaweed and salt. It's very, very pale. It's almost white, as is her skin. Like she's very, very monotone. She has really, really pale blue eyes. She looks very ghostly, and you can't tell if it's because she's dead or if this is actually what she looked like when she was alive. Her lips are bright blue from being frozen. She's still got like frostbite on her feet and her hands, so they're all black and mottled. And she always just looks cold. She's wearing like, you know, regular tunic and sash and stuff, like piratey style clothes. And she wears a pale blue gem around her neck too. But she's kind of just wandering from room to room currently. Probably stopping every once in a while and gets drawn into SVU because no matter how long she's been around, TV is still pretty cool. Like it still confuses her and she's still suspicious of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very compelling, these people, these cops and stuff. She doesn't like to root for the man, but it's very, very good show. Otherwise, you know, she'll go back up to her crow's nest on the roof and watch if there are people coming. If they're coming in, that's where she is. She is watching what they're doing.
Okay. And lastly, Seamus, what do you look like? What are you doing?
So Seamus is a relatively tall man, but fairly thin. Not gangly or such, but well proportioned for his height. He's dressed as usual in his typical well put together outfit, his long jacket, vest, and cravat. And he's got his knee high boots, riding boots all the way up, nice brown with kind of a dark, almost a woolen look for the rest of his jacket and pants and such. His hair is dark and short, well coiffed. At his side hangs his cavalry saber, which he died with it in his hands, so it stays with him. His skin is definitely a little bit paler than it would have been when he was alive, from all the blood loss and such. At the moment, I feel like he's probably bugging Dawn because he's tired of this SVU. And really, wouldn't it be better to watch a little bit of Downton Abbey instead? Because it's a much better show. You're always watching this.
It's always
Yeah, because it's always on and it's always good. Why do I mean, Downton Abbey is okay, but it's like...
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Danny, do we have Netflix?
Is anyone paying for your Netflix subscription?
I don't know.
I mean, we did
You
hack
guys-
that
you
person's
guys
account.
Yeah, you did. You did hack somebody's account.
We did have access to a computer.
Does the guy who was here have Netflix that we like can put it on the TV? Like the guy we killed? Forgot his name.
I love how this is how we're starting the
He
game.
had,
All right, do we have
the
Netflix?
The landlord who you killed and him? Zaid.
Wait, what was his name? I'm sorry. Wait, what did you name him?
Zaid.
Okay. In my defense, I couldn't think about her name. It was the only male name I could think of at the moment. Not relevant at all. He definitely has a Netflix account, and he would have shared with you his login.
Okay, well, it's Downton Abbey is fine, but it's no Bridgerton, so we can watch this or we can watch Bridgerton.
I'm all for Bridgerton.
I don't know. Elsie has never seen a single episode, so.
Well, that's fine. I'm just tired of watching this. It's like watching the exact same play over and over and over again.
It's not. There's different reasons people die.
It looks exactly the same, like every damn time.
I'm sorry that your brain isn't creative enough to realize there's a difference.
You know what show we should watch?
What show should we watch?
Murder, She Wrote. I really like that Angela Lansbury.
That's a good one,
Is
actually.
How do we know if it's on?
It's always on someplace.
It is also a show that gets a lot of reruns.
On what channel?
There are multiple channels that you get.
I don't know. I've
here
never
in the
also seen this.
countryside. There are multiple channels that you get here on the countryside.
Okay,
One of them
if
will
you-
inevitably have a rerun of Murder, She Wrote.
Let's-
It'll also
all right.
have the 6 tape version of Pride and Prejudice with Colin Firth as well, for Spirit.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me.
You definitely get BBC, you get PBS, you get all the drama.
Okay.
He had all of the streaming platforms, so we have until his credit card
We
gets
have a
turned off because
frickin-
he's dead.
Your deceased boyfriend definitely has access to like Prime Video, Disney
We have
Plus.
a jailbroken Fire Stick.
That works.
This was supposed to be a ghost story.
Nope,
This
this is all about
how
TV
everything
now.
always. This is literally how it always starts, Danny, and you know this. You knew this walking into this.
We started with TV last time too.
We did,
did.
because I know what
We
I'm
did.
about.
We started with SVU.
And as we did this time,
You guys are arguing over which shows to spend your very quiet evening watching. 5 individuals begin to make their way into your home. The first one to arrive is Curtis James Duncan IV, an eccentric billionaire with theatrical tendencies and sometimes a peculiar, almost sadistic idea of fun. This is a man who has accumulated enough wealth to shed any morsel of altruism. He's an older gentleman, his hair is grayed. He dresses in ostentatious colors and flamboyant patterns, gaudy fabrics, suits of immense wealth, but questionable taste. He struts into the manor like he owns the place, like this has always been his home. He immediately makes himself at home, lounging on the couch, tossing his suitcases aside, rummaging through the kitchen. He acts as though this is his new residence.
He behaves as his great grandfather did.
Exactly.
You're related to this guy, Elizabeth?
My nephew.
Seems a bit rude, doesn't he? Just walking in and throwing his things around like that.
So unfortunately, he didn't take after his great grandmother. Was a lovely woman. No, he behaves the same way as that. Anyhow, what else is happening?
Following him is a woman named Euphemia McKellen, a Hollywood starlet. Born to have her name on a marquee and to bathe in dazzling display of flashing lights, no one quite seduces the camera like Euphemia. She is immediately captivating, her soft face framed by waves of voluptuous red. Following the curves of her body is a dance for the eyes, and she walks in as though she's waltzing down a red carpet in a sea of flashing lights. This woman immediately exudes charisma. She is dressed impeccably in what you can tell are designer clothes and highly tailored. She pops down multiple suitcases and just begins to waltz into the kitchen, her heels clacking against the stone floors. They are the
Hello,
first
men.
two.
Well, that's a little bit different.
After-
Unconsciously starts straightening his clothes.
There, you know what? Go watch her instead. Go watch her instead and let me watch my SVU in peace.
Following her very graceful stride is a younger gentleman, a student. Brown shoulder-length hair and a well-groomed beard, very clean cut, wearing a knit cabled vest over a muted purple shirt. This is Robert Corvin, a student of occult sciences at a local university. Following him is an artist, a younger woman, wild black hair, paint-stained overalls over a faded shirt, arms inked in images of mermaids and strange sea creatures, an assortment of artisanal jewelry made from charms and sea glass. This is a very well-known artist, both locally and globally, named Alanis Mott. And lastly, a priest. Father John Cunningham begins to kind of shuffle into the premises. He's middle-aged with gray speckled and black hair and brown eyes so strikingly dark it's almost like staring into the lens of a starless night. You notice his black cassock is uncharacteristically well-fitted for clerical attire, the fabric a little taut over his broad shoulders and muscular chest, as though he wears his garment like a second skin, his body wrapped in holiness. He doesn't necessarily strut in. He takes a cautious look at the surroundings and begins to make his way to wherever he thinks his residences are. But these 5 humans, these 5 living beings, have now taken up their home in your home. Is there anything? Yes.
Apparently, they haven't heard what happened to the last people in this house.
It has been some time since the last residences.
Yeah, how long has it been?
Time is funny for you in the afterlife. Months can feel like seconds, seconds can feel like months. It's really hard to discern unless you have some way that you've been tracking your time here. You have eternity to live, so
how many SVU episodes have we watched since the last time we threw people out of this house?
You would have assumed you would have run out of episodes by now, and yet they still keep coming. But it's got to be dozens of seasons at this point.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, my lady, what do you think about your nephew just showing up here?
Suppose he does have a claim. Do I know if he has any children?
Sorry?
Do I know if Curtis has any children?
You're not... How do you keep active with your family tree and your family line? Do you keep active in keeping in the goings on of like the present day Duncans?
I think I probably bug the kid that so mysteriously died last time. I probably bug him to look up information because I don't know how to use those light boxes. But you keep smacking and making things. I don't know what those are, but yes.
Of course. He is a notorious womanizer, but no, he doesn't seem to be the father of any children.
Oh, I'm conflicted. Yeah. I don't know if we should do away with him or make him go away. I still have love for my sister, which I suppose should extend to him. Should.
Does that stop you from being okay with us possibly killing him?
I'm conflicted. Let's have more tea and think about it a bit more.
I'm gonna lean towards whoever's nearest to me, Seamus. I think that means we should do it, but not tell her.
Maybe let's hold off a little bit on the killing, shall we? I mean, look what happened the last time we got stuck with that knob.
He seems like an okay guy.
Yes.
I assume he's just like wandering around, or he's like right there while we're talking about him.
Since the day of his death, he's been a little reclusive. He stays to his room rather often. He has still not mastered the art of haunting, and he's still a little unfamiliar with these newfound ghostly powers and senses that you guys have bestowed upon him. He doesn't quite talk much. He more kind of lurks in the halls of Duncan Hill. He seemed like a quiet guy in life, and he's definitely a quiet guy in death.
I mean, what? We wouldn't even have let that guy in the army back in the day.
Where is
It's
it? Are you
achievable,
still?
Maybe.
Are we still in the same room, like you and I?
As far as I
Or did you
know.
go? Oh, you.
I
So
mean,
you didn't go. How? So this whole time that he's been dead, you haven't spoken to him at all? Like,
He hides in his room.
he's a little quiet. He's a lonely ghost.
He
How
might
can he be lonely?
have. He might not have forgiven us yet.
It's
Forgiveness for what?
I think he
Well,
caught
nothing to
on that
worry
we
about.
might.
That he lost his balance on the edge of a cliff is hardly our fault.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would go and visit him occasionally so he can tell me things that he finds on that magic little box.
You find that he spends most of his time just trying to connect to and access his devices. It's a lot of trial and error, and you can see him just exert with frustration as he tries to access his phone, access a computer, access anything. The rare times he's able to kind of connect with his phone and look something up, he'll either look up data for you, or he'll just look up photos of his dog.
No, he had a dog.
We did. Remember,
You
we were
knew
very
this.
concerned. We were
We made
concerned.
sure it was taken care of.
Yeah, we made sure the dog was taken care of.
Okay. As long as the dog was taken care of.
That was very important last time we played. We made sure.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
That was Danny's way of trying to get us not to kill him, and we were like, "Oh, we'll take care of the dog. It's fine."
I do now, remembering this detail, feel bad. Not the character, but Elsie does.
Did not stop us from killing this man. Danny tried.
We're about to kill him again.
I'm still trying to play matchmaker, so I'd probably go up to Don if I know who the people more or less who the people are that are invading this space. And I'd probably say, now is the opportunity for your young man to communicate with one of those people that tried to do that to us last time. If he wants to prove the afterlife, it might be easier than his whatever he's doing now.
It would be a good time for him to practice.
Maybe you should tell him.
I might do that, but I don't know how. I guess if I don't mention that we might kill them, because I don't think that's on the table yet. But maybe he'll be up for some spooking and we'll get him out of his room. Be a little conversation starting.
It's perfect.
Also-
He always wanted to prove the afterlife, and now he can.
This is true. He was super
That is
interested in
true.
that.
He was super interested to give them the proof that they need to go. But the last time we had this issue, because we didn't want more people coming, and more people are still coming to bother us. So what if they leave with their proof and more people come back?
This is true.
Well, let's
We
just
can
see
have
what
that.
they're doing here. Maybe they just decided to come. I don't know. It's a vacation or something. There's nothing to say if they're
Desecrate
necessarily
the
not
house.
planning to stay, or I don't
Let's
know. Try to get
let's
rid
find
of
that
us.
out first. Let's find that out first, and then I'll go talk to him.
I'm gonna go take a watch over the lady in the dress and make sure she's not up to anything nefarious.
That's
Yeah.
a good. Yeah.
Nefarious.
Hey, Dawn.
All right.
I bet you could get like.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I bet you could get Zaid's attention more since he has been not paying you any attention. By going and like messing with those other ghosts, maybe we can get him to be jealous.
True, but first I think I'm going to see if he wants to scare them first before we play the jealousy card, because I don't really want to create more issue with him than already, because I think he's pretty upset that he accidentally tripped off of a cliff.
All right.
But good
Go have fun. by
good
myself.
thinking.
I'm gonna go try and like mess with people in their room by breathing on their necks.
All right. So, you are going to try to attempt to talk to your first ghost buddy, Zaid, in his room. All right.
No, wait. First, I wanted to find out what these people were doing here, and then go try and persuade him.
Okay. As all of the living beings congregate in the kitchen, unloading copious bottles of alcohol and treats and food, the billionaire Curtis will gather everyone around. All right. So, 5 days in a haunted house. This sound fun? And then there's like rumbles amidst the rest of the guests, and the priest very sharply goes, "No, this is not fun." And he's like, "Okay. I think we not only should try to trap these ghosts, we should try to conjure them. All right? And whoever is still remaining at the end of the 5 nights in this haunted house gets a very generous cash prize. What do you guys think?" And there's like the grumblings turn to kind of grunts of affirmation and grunts of interest as they begin to devise a small plan amongst them. So they will be spending the next 5 nights amidst all of their drunken revelry. They will be attempting to conjure you guys and attempting to trap you guys. That seems to be their plan.
How's that?
Do I know if Curtis
Hmm.
has a sister or a brother?
Sorry?
Do I know if Curtis has a sibling?
Not necessarily any siblings. You know, there's like some extended family, cousins scattered throughout the world. But he seems to be
So
an
he
only child.
wouldn't be the end of our line.
No, not
so he's
necessarily.
disposable.
Some could say he is disposable.
I will try to pour the tea on his lap. Not really, just for flavor.
Okay.
I'm sure it doesn't work.
All right. Yeah. Do you want to actually like attempt it with a roll, or do you want to just?
Is it going to waste my roll for the day?
Say no.
Okay, yes, I would love to try it.
You will have to roll. So you'll have to do a proper roll for this to see if you're successful. So I will say, like, lifting and spilling will be level 2 haunting. So you can roll 2d4 for the tether points, and then roll a d20 to see if your haunting is successful.
15, 6, 4, and a 2. Oh, 6.
Oh, so that was you rolled 2d4 for the tether point
Yes.
for you to spend. So how much was that?
That's 6 total for the D4.
Okay, perfect. And for the haunting was a 15?
Mhm.
All right. You watch shock enter the majority of the party's faces as a small teacup lifts itself up and pours liquid onto Curtis, who immediately exclaims and jumps back, looks down, kind of in disgust at the staining of his clothes, and then looks up a little triumphantly and says, "See, the ghosts are already here."
I attempt it with cup number 2. Just kidding. That's all right. I don't want them to see. I will wait.
Sorry.
The tea wasn't hot enough.
Oh, I mean, it was definitely like warm enough, but he doesn't seem necessarily disturbed by what happened.
Mm.
Yet her nephew seems like an ass.
He is one. Should be in the stables. What did you do with unruly asses?
Well, we didn't keep him in the stables. Just kick him out to the paddock.
Hmm. If the opportunity arises, I'll try and tie him to the paddock.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think any of you have ever seen her quite this perturbed.
I like this side of you, Elizabeth.
Before nightfall, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Just observing.
Just observing? Okay.
Just normal ghost haunting stuff.
Normal ghost haunting stuff. All right.
Make them wish they weren't here.
On the first night, after a feast, an opening night feast, and consumption of many glasses of wine and various alcohol, you'll watch each living being gather around a table cluttered with dirty wine glasses that have stained the velvet tablecloth, half-eaten plates of food, candles with tears of wax streamed down their side, and an assortment of crystals that the student half-heartedly tosses in the middle of the center. You watch as they join hands and gently close their eyes as per the student's instructions, as he raises a pair of glasses to his eyes and begins to read words. Please to those who linger on the other side of the veil, his voice assertive but warm, almost inviting. I'll have everyone roll for me a manifestation roll.
That's a d20.
Yeah, a d20 plus whatever you have in manifestation.
22.
Okay.
Oh,
16.
14.
All right.
20.
Oh wow, you guys are rolling incredibly.
What is a success?
What do you mean?
Like what number am I looking for above?
You're looking for an 11 or higher.
Okay, great. I got a 12.
All right. Okay,
Yeah.
so you all succeeded. So none of you are affected by this particular ritual. You all have all of the tether points and aren't going to be conjured against your will for these living beings, as their half-hearted attempt at a seance is a huge disappointment to them. As they all begin to retire to various rooms on the second and third floor, floors of this manor, the home is once again quiet, and it is once again yours for the evening. You can use this opportunity to try to haunt, terrify, or do other things to the living beings if you wish.
Now that I know their intention, I will go and get Zaid, who I hate saying his name every time I think about it.
The only guy name I could think of.
We could have renamed him Danny. We had the power.
It's not a bad name.
It was canon.
I
Once it enters the canon, it cannot leave.
that is not true. And Ling,
Nope.
you're
Dominator.
you're right.
Let's keep going.
Okay, all right. we shan't explain it, but Ling, you're right. It's not a bad name, but if you know, you know.
No.
Okay. So I will go talk to Zaid.
Okay.
Okay.
You catch him at his phone, desperately trying to open Spotify, but nothing seems to be working, and nothing electronic is answering to his touch.
Okay. Can
See
I
my
open
date
Spotify
list?
for him? Yeah, I gotta see his date list. I'll open Spotify for him, or try to.
Okay, well, roll a d20 for me.
Okay. I don't like this D20. We're gonna pick a different one. Okay. This one. Never mind, that one left my desk. It yeeted itself to the void. I need a different one. Okay. What modifier?
You're looking for an 11 or higher.
But what do I apply to it? Is it
There's nothing you can apply to this. It's just a straight d20 to see if you're able to do
okay?
it.
It's a 3.
Nothing could have helped you.
I know, but I wanted to know.
All right. Yeah, you feel the this piece of machinery respond to your touch as you get the Spotify app open, and several ads begin to play, letting you know that for the next 30 minutes there will be uninterrupted music as long as you listen to a few ads beforehand.
God damn it! The cringe in my heart from that message. I see. Look, even I have trouble with working electronics too.
Yeah,
it
it's
gets
taking
better.
some time to. Okay, good to know.
It gets better, but we have
Okay.
to practice. And I don't know if you noticed, but there's some new people here trying to disrupt our peace, and they kind of are making a lot of ruckus downstairs. Maybe that's affecting your ability to do stuff. I don't know if you wanted to help us scare them away, but
Hunting's not really my thing. I kind of just want to wait for them to leave.
well, see, they might not leave if we don't haunt them. Is the problem?
I mean, they just seem to be having a party. They'll be gone eventually.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone wants to stick around here too long.
Maybe, but we can't know that for sure. And they kind of are like bad vibes, you know, like back when I was in high school and stuff, there were like big jock kind of people and like rude cheerleaders that I totally wasn't one of, but we don't have to go into that. She totally was. And I know this type of person, and they're just, once they know ghosts are here, which they do, they're gonna stay for I don't know how long, and then who knows what they'll like disrupt, you know? Maybe you won't even get to like wait for them to go away. They'll just keep annoying you until, you know, they don't feel like it anymore. You want to be annoyed by a bunch of jocks?
Not necessarily. But
You want to
maybe
practice
it'll
to get your thing to
maybe
work?
it'll be good to have some life in the house. Things are so quiet around here.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be so quiet if you joined us in like, you know, watching TV sometimes instead of staying up here by yourself.
Fair enough.
And maybe practicing with these idiots will help you get your Spotify. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, that's what the name of this app is called. It's pretty cool. And like maybe we could like listen to music together sometime if we get your abilities, your ghost stuff to work through practice.
Why don't I just watch you guys do it tonight?
Okay.
And I can see if I can pick some stuff up.
That sounds good. Yeah, watch and learn. It's a good practice.
Right.
I remember having to do that too. It's a hard jump, a hard first hurdle, but once you get over that one, you could do it.
Fine. All right.
Okay. All right. I'll let him be with his not working Spotify.
All right. What are you guys doing with your night?
I want to follow the priest.
All right.
I want to follow the
Yes.
superstar.
Okay.
Superstar.
The priest walks with grace, as though every step is stepping upon sacred ground. He is very respectful to his surroundings. He did not partake in much of the revelry and certainly didn't partake in any of the alcohol drinking. With his hands folded behind his back, he makes his way to his room, where he lights a few candles, opens a musty Bible, lounges on his bed, and simply reads.
Is this the same hunky priest that came over last
No,
time?
this is a different one.
We
I don't think
scared
that
them.
one was hunky. If I remember correctly.
They were all hunky.
Well, we're talking about writing him into one of those romance novels, I believe. Maybe that was just Elizabeth.
I remember that conversation, yes.
Let's.
If I can, I would like
Yeah.
to consult with Brooke.
Absolutely.
My dear, would you happen to know, from your many adventures, the most painful way someone might go? Might join our ranks, although not quite. Not our house.
There are a few painful ways. Ooh, which one are you looking to?
I'm conflicted. Knowing our group, I might keep that for myself until I've made a final decision.
Is it about Rich Boy?
My nephew.
I was thinking about taking him out myself.
Ungrateful. No respect, that one.
Hmm. But if you're looking for painful, there's... Do you want painful and quick or painful and slow?
Sadly, it must be quick. I can't manage much with the energy I have left in me. Unless perhaps we were to poison. Do we have any poison? I think she'll probably drift off and start looking for rat poison or something similar.
I'll say that, yeah, I mean, you don't know how long it's been here, but there are boxes of very, very, very old rat poison kind of in the shed of the surrounding grounds.
And she would just preoccupy herself for a while looking through that, but while everyone else is doing what they're doing.
All right. Great. So Seamus is following the priest. You guys were having a bit of a conversation and began looking for poison. Dawn, you wanted to lurk after the starlet. All right. Yeah, she retires to her room. Kind of finds her place in front of the bathroom mirror, begins to remove many layers of makeup, spreads out a vast array of like K-beauty skincare products and all sorts of like cosmetic pads and cosmetic tools. You get the sense she's gonna be here a while.
I hate that, but I love her like effort. I do. Also, she's now competition, and I don't like that. So we shan't be killing her. We're just going to banish her from this place. Make her.
For what?
I don't know, Rise. But I feel intimidated. So. Anyways. I want to spook her.
All right. How would you like to spook this seducting siren?
No. What can I do? I forgot.
You can either choose from the list of the hauntings available in the first playbook, or you can make up your own.
Okay. I wanna. Oh, I don't have any strength. Fuck. Okay. That's another strength one. This is awful for me. I want you to know.
Cool.
Okay. I want to. Okay, I momentarily possess the reflection in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
What is that to you? What is it that you make the reflection image do? I want to make her look ugly.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, what level of haunting is that?
Difficulty 2, but its effectiveness is 2.
Okay. So roll for me 2d4 to see how many points of your tether to this world you lose. And then we
Okay.
can see how effective your haunting is.
That's 6 of my tether.
All right, you lose 6 tether points.
Okay. And then I
slowly
roll
severing that cord that ties you to this world.
Right.
Love that for you.
Don't shut up. Don't say shit like that. Why don't you? And then I roll a d20.
Yep.
Okay. It's a 4.
Okay.
I don't get to do anything ever. I want you to know this, Danny. Like, I literally never get to do anything in any game ever.
I'm not doing anything. This game is decided by the dice. You can't, like, turn around and be like... Anyways, you can feel yourself, like, kind of push your spirit into this mirror, but you can't quite find a connection with this glass. As she slowly, like, kind of averts her eyes to one of the many products that she has laid around her, you momentarily are able to conjure an image of her, but it quickly dissipates before she's able to turn her attention back to the reflection of herself.
Damn.
As your haunting goes unsuccessful.
Par for the course. Next time I'll get it.
All right. What is our Bonnie doing?
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Let's see. So we've got the priest taken care of, the famous. I'm gonna go after the student, Robert.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find wherever he is.
Yeah. He's found his way to his own smaller bedroom. Just kind of dressed in clean cut kind of academic attire. Opening his suitcases, there's just a plethora of various books, papers. He's definitely brought his studies and research with him. He begins to arrange all of them kind of spread out on the bed, and begins to devote some time to his studies.
I am going to lean over, because I assume he's sitting on the bed. I'm going to lean over and breathe onto his ear and then run my finger along the sides of his neck and down his arm. And as I'm doing that, it's leaving like a trail of frost. And I'm going to try and like make him feel me.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's strength because I'm using physical touch or...
You are manifesting frost. So I'll say it's
Okay.
manifestation. I'll say it's a level 2 because you're kind of conjuring weather
Okay.
elements into this haunting.
Okie dokie. So what is that? 2d4?
2d4 to determine how many tether points you lose.
3. I lose 3. And then it was a d20 to roll. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
19 on the die.
Incredible.
So 20.
All right. So you instantly feel his body tense up and freeze at your immediate touch. And as your fingertip begins to caress his skin, making physical contact and leaving this trail of frost behind, you see him almost paralyzed with fear, intensely clutching the papers and the books that are at his lap. He seems to want to scream, but you can tell that he can't even gasp air into his lungs as he is successfully terrified.
Yes. I just chuckle to myself. And then, like, stand as close as I can to continue, like, freezing him, like, just so he's cold.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
At
stick
this
here
point,
until he
any
moves.
chill in the air, whether or not comes from you or this particularly cold climate, is terrifying him.
I'll just stand here and chuckle to myself. And just, yeah.
All right. The remainders of you, what would you like to do with this evening?
So while the priest, he's so picturing he's kind of like sitting back on the bed reading his Bible.
Yeah.
I want to try and make look like hoof marks appearing on the pages of the Bible, like almost like they're being burnt into it. It's not real, it's like illusory. Just have this like kind of fade into view, almost like with like little trails of smoke or something coming up, like it's like there's something standing on his Bible with these hoofs.
I love it. That's great. Okay, that'll be a level 2. I will say if you want to add like the smoky effects and make it very theatrical, I'll say it's a level 2 hunting. You can roll 2d4 and then a d20.
Okay, so that's 5 tether points. Would that be manifestation?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's I rolled a 19, so that's a 21.
Incredible. All right. As this conjured imagery begins to appear onto his Bible, you see him immediately recoil his hands. The Bible falls to his lap. He gasps, shakes, reaches over to his nightstand where he pulls out a rosary and a crucifix and begins to hold them out to the air, immediately kind of chanting in Latin in a panicked voice. I need to roll a d20 for me.
A 10.
A 10? You lose 1 soul point as whatever prayer this priest is spewing at you begins to chip away at your very soul.
Bloody fucking goddamn priest! And I'm just gonna walk out now. I'm just like,
Storm
I'm
out.
done with that.
Yeah, screw this guy. Right. Brooke and Elizabeth, anything you want to do with your evening?
Who were so there was the rich guy, the starlet, the priest.
An artist and a student.
Nobody has touched the artist yet.
Okay, so where is the artist?
The artist is situated in a room to herself on the 3rd floor. She has a very beautiful view overlooking the cliffs and the sea. She has drawn her curtains, opened her windows, and set up a small easel beside the window, and she is painting a picture of the night sea and the outside surroundings.
Okay. I think very simple haunting attempt here. Just manifesting the shape of an outlaw in the window that she's painting.
Ooh. All right. Is this kind of like a shadow or just like an
Yes.
image? Okay.
Yes.
Right.
The silhouette of.
Incredible. Roll for me I guess that'll be a level 1. That's a pretty simple haunting. So you can just roll 1d4 and then just roll a d20 to see how effective your haunting is.
Okay, 4 on the d4.
Okay.
And this is manifestation.
Yes.
So it'd be a 16.
Okay. With a 16, you watch as she's like freezes mid-stroke of her painting. You watch the paintbrush fall from her fingers and splatter onto her clothes as her hands begin to shake. She immediately gets up, her chair falls behind her, and she begins to rush into the bathroom and slam the door closed. As she is successfully frightened of the shadow of an outlaw that is conjured in her window. Okay, but we have one last ghost who hasn't made any hauntings or attempts tonight. Elizabeth, what
I
would you
feel
like
like
to
that'd be cheating since I did splash hot water on him earlier.
do? No, I'll let you do another haunting if you wish.
Right. What's he doing?
The
Sorry.
eccentric billionaire.
Just laser focused. Laser focused
on the
my
one
nephew.
individual. He has strolled into his room. He's tossed clothes and belongings everywhere. He has instantly made this room a complete mess. He has lounged, sprawled, taking up the entire bed, and is just simply scrolling on his phone.
What should I do? What should I do? I think I'll try to scratch him.
Okay.
Yes. I'll try to slap him in the face and like run my nails down.
Are you trying to physically injure him?
Yes.
Okay. Because you're physically. I will say this is, and you can argue with me if you wish. A level 3 haunting if you're attempting to leave a permanent mark on this gentleman's face.
Not a permanent, just one of those.
Just a little red line. Okay,
like where,
level 2.
yeah.
Then.
Okay. Let's see here. And then what should I add to it? Strength?
Yes.
So 5 for strength and 17.
Okay. Amazing. With a 17, yeah, you feel your fingers kind of pierce the kind of superficial layer of his skin, scratch him. He immediately recoils, brings his palm up to his cheek, begins to stumble off the bed, begins to kind of ball himself up in fear, rushes out of the room and down the stairs. So he is successfully terrified.
Just hiss after him. You are not welcome here. I disowned you. Not our line, just you.
All right. Anything non-haunting any of you would like to do with your evening?
I mean, whoever the first person ghost Seamus runs into, to be like, the priest. I don't know what it was, but he did something. He started spouting off Latin and praying and such, and bloody hurt. I could feel it like in my chest, like being stabbed again.
Do you remember the words that he said?
I don't know. It was Latin of some kind. I don't know. I don't speak it.
I'm a little rusty, but I might recognize it if I heard.
I was just gonna say, would any of us actually speak Latin?
Would it make sense for any of your characters to speak Latin?
Yeah.
Well, how would it make sense for you to
The
speak
cult.
Latin?
Were you
in the cult, though?
I didn't clarify if I went to public or private Catholic school, so
There was only
maybe I
one
went to
person
private Catholic
who took
school.
Latin.
Latin was
in
a
high
dead
school.
language in the 80s.
It doesn't mean you can't understand it or can translate it. This priest can speak it or say words. I learned prayers in Latin when I went to an all-girls private Catholic school in freshman year of high school.
So did Dawn go to a private Catholic school?
For the sake of storytelling, yes. Look, I made a 94 on the national Latin exam and got a medal, so.
All right.
Did I also guess on a lot of the answers? Yes.
Very much.
Incredible.
The only thing I tried to translate was all of the exorcism they said in Supernatural.
Valid.
Fair.
That is a good use of that.
That is the only use of Latin, really.
That's what I'm saying. Anyways, yes, I took Latin in high school.
All right.
No, that's-
So,
yeah.
is there anything further you guys would like to do with this evening? Okay.
Wait, I want to know what the priest said. What'd the priest say?
Yeah, if they're able to hurt us, we kind of should figure out how.
You're welcome to go in there and try to get him to say it again.
Oh, no, I don't want to talk to anyone else tonight. I'm
'Cause
real tired.
I haven't got a clue.
Okay, maybe tomorrow night. I need to rest.
Okay. So as the next day progresses, the general living beings just socialize, lounge, vacation, do whatever it is that they'd like to do with this time away from home. In the evening, you watch them all begin to assemble, and the artist takes out an assortment of items. She takes a strip of paper made from iris leaves and inks on its inked upon these leaves are like various symbols. She takes out a large sterling silver pendant the size of a pocket watch with an obsidian stone in its center. Carved on these silver edges are strange crosses and the names of 4 angels. She places the pendant atop the paper, then a rusty iron nail atop the pendant, and wraps the 3 objects in a cord of braided hempen hair. This is a sort of talisman, and once it's assembled, you feel strangely drawn to it. I'll get you all to roll me a manifestation roll.
It's only a 9.
19.
19. Ooh.
19.
19.
15.
Yo, I've used 3 separate dice tonight. I've used 3 separate dice, and this is a 7.
Okay. With a 9 and a 7, you both have disadvantage on all of the hauntings for the evening, and you lose 1d4 tether points.
Like right now.
Right now, right this
That's
instant.
2.
Danny, what
2?
happens if I get like exercise before break? Like, I'm just gonna be like real here.
We'll find out.
Alright, that's 3 out of 4, so fuck me, I guess. I don't know. I'm down to 16, guys.
You still have a lot. The invisible string that ties you to this world is still pretty strong.
Yeah, but fate wants me to die again, so.
We'll see. All
Is
right.
fate named Danny?
Yeah. Danny's just mad at me because I won't tell her secrets about Lancer.
That's exactly why I'm doing this.
Yeah,
So
that's
as
what I fucking
the living beings all begin to retire once again to their own personal bedrooms of this manor, the evening is once again quiet and it's once again yours. What would you like to do with it?
I would like to try to kill the priest.
Go right to it.
So anyways.
You got murder on.
Oh, right. How would you like to attempt to murder this man of God?
So, Brooke's gonna try to shoot him with one of her 6 shooters that she's been toting around in the afterlife.
Amazing. Okay. So for this, it's gonna be a 1d6 to roll to see how many soul points you lose in this attempt. And I'm just gonna quickly double check, but I believe it's just gonna be a d20 to see if whether or not your kill is effective.
Come on, let's do it. First kill.
Only lose 1 soul point.
Amazing.
And I rolled a 17.
With a 17, does your gunshot make a noise or is this silent?
Yes, it makes a noise.
Okay, so you all hear this loud burst of a sound as your bullet pierces through this holy man, and he is
holy
dead
now.
on
He's only now.
Yo, that was so easy. Why is it so easy for you? Like, why did you just fucking...
I'm so upset right now.
Why, Danny? You wrote the mechanic. I don't know how you can be mad at anyone but yourself. Like, we
a very
said
serious
last
game.
time,
Oh,
okay,
what I'm mad at.
last time, sure, you could be mad at us. We were like, let's kill him. Let's kill him. And you're like, oh shit, I didn't consider that. Fair, valid, be mad at us. You wrote this mechanic of killing, and now we just did it. You can't be mad at anybody but you.
I think she was mad at the pun more than anything.
So,
Oh, okay. Amen.
blood begins to seep into the pillows and blankets underneath him. The priest is now dead, and you feel like something has very slightly chipped away at whatever it is that makes you, you. But you remain rather confident and are able to compose yourself rather quickly. The sound that has almost echoed throughout this manor draws the attention of many as some of the other residents flock to where they heard the sound coming from, flock into the room and see a wholly bloodied priest on the bed. In the meantime, what are the rest of you doing?
Anybody else have anything like they want to do?
If you got something, go for it.
I just want to go talk to Zaid. Every time I say the name, about my inability to do anything and hope to spark some, like, reassurance that even though I've been dead for, like, what year is it? 2024? So, like,
You don't really know what
48
year it is. You don't
Okay,
really have a
well-
sense of time anymore.
Do I know? Does Elsie know what year it is in this current game?
It's present day.
Okay, so like 44 years. Even though I've been dead for 44 odd years, I still suck at this, and that maybe I need his help.
Okay. Sorry, before we continue, I forgot to ask. Would you like to try to recruit a new resident to this manor with this murder? Or would you like to let their soul move on to the next stage of their afterlife?
Oh, they can move on.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Why
We're
would
done
you-
with this guy?
Yes.
Fuck, man, the hot priest!
I had so many plans for this guy. He was the one guy I had a lot of plans for. It's fine.
Oh. Can I like bring him back?
No,
No, you
he's
didn't
not
murder
welcome.
him.
Listen, Elsie, it's Lent.
Maybe God would make an exception for a priest.
Oh, that's when it doesn't count, as if you can kiss a priest.
Yeah. If it's a priest, it doesn't count. Everybody knows that. Everybody who's been to Catholic school
Okay.
Everyone
knows
knows
that.
that if you give out kissing for Lent, priests don't count.
Is that-
Exactly, and that's why you go to confession. This is getting really
This is
weird
like the
really
whole
fast. I'm gonna
fish
end the
thing.
conversation now.
This is like the whole fish thing. Oh, fish doesn't count for
Oh.
Lent. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, fish doesn't count for Lent because Jesus was like, hey, you guys don't have enough wine and fish and bread. I'm going to make a miracle. And that's what happened. So, like, fish is okay because Jesus said so.
So priests are okay to kiss because Jesus said so.
Priests
Yeah.
are not okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Dawn.
Priests are not okay.
I want an episode where like Elsie just gives like paraphrased version to the parables.
I will
Yes.
add it to my list of things to discuss on the high shelf, off the shelfie.
That's what I
so
was
far.
just gonna say.
Oh my
Please do
God.
off the
Like-
shelf.
All right, let
over
me go
there.
add that. Okay, because so far we have Should I Go to the ER? And we have X character did nothing wrong. And I will go through of Elsie paraphrases the Bible based on what she's learned for 9 years of Catholic school.
Yes. Yes.
You should just
All right.
say
You-
Okay,
clear
so
none next time.
as the priest is welcome to his spot in heaven, you are going
Really?
to talk to Zaid.
Wait, hold on. Time out. What kind of priest was he?
Catholic priest.
Okay, no, then he goes to purgatory. He has to talk about his sins
Oh,
first before he goes to heaven.
Oh,
We
I
all
didn't
know
realize
this.
you're gonna get into the pedantics of religion on
All right, Pope
the stream
Elsie.
tonight.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go talk
That's
to
the one thing that priests might be exempt from. Like, that could be the exception, I think.
I
If they're not
feel-
corrupt
I
priests.
feel like this bro is going to heaven.
We don't know that.
We're gonna move on.
You need to write a part. You need to write a part 3 so we can explore that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe we make heaven a mechanic.
We'll make Haunting of Duncan Hill Catholic edition.
Oh no. I went through 13 years, I don't need any more.
Okay, All right, I have no idea what's going on in this game either. Elsie, you're talking to Zaid.
Yeah.
Okay, you find him once again in his room, trying to mess with his electronics with very little success, getting more and more frustrated.
Okay. Hey.
Hey.
I just kind of like came here to tell you about the people and what we discussed earlier. And basically, I just want to like reassure you that even though I've been dead for, I think, a long time, because we definitely didn't have those electronics when I was alive. Electronics, yeah. We had like, you know, like the thing on your hip and it has a wire and you have the headphones.
A Walkman. You got a Walkman.
Yeah, we had I didn't know if you knew what those were because you've got the fancy
I know what a Walkman
earbuds.
is.
Okay, well, you had the earbuds that magically connect with your phone through the yellow tooth or something like that.
It's Wi-Fi, but Bluetooth. They don't work anymore.
Right. It was a color. I was
can't
close.
Get them in my ears.
Well, either way, I was close. We didn't have that.
Okay.
I'm still not good at this. I tried to scare this one, like, apparently, I think she does movies or something. I don't know. She seems kind of pretentious, but it doesn't matter. I tried to scare her to leaving because I'm tired of looking at how pretty she is, and like it's kind of not fair that she's here and I have to look at her like that. So that didn't work out because I can't use any of my ghostly abilities, right? Just like you can't activate your Spotify app.
So wait. Who's here?
I don't know. Her name is like Euphoria or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You mean Euphemia? McKellen is in this house
Maybe?
right now.
Oh
Maybe?
no!
You're joking.
Initially, I was not joking,
I
but
had a poster of her in my dorm room.
that's a little bit weird. But I guess I had a
It's not
poster
weird to have
of,
a
like,
poster of people in your dorm room. Everyone did that.
Yeah, I had like a poster of, I don't know, like young Johnny Depp or something like that. I don't know when Johnny Depp was on TV. I'm gonna be real. He was in that one movie. He was in Tough Turf with young Robert
Benny
Downey
and
Jr.
June.
Okay, well, he's not cool anymore. Anyways.
What? Anyway, you know what? No. Anyways, yeah, she's here. I kind of wanted to scare her into leaving because I'm kind of mad at how pretty she is. And it didn't work out. So, like, I feel like if you...
I don't know. Maybe we should, like, rethink about, like, the scare things. I mean, some of these people might be cool. Maybe we want to, like, get them to stay.
We could get her to stay.
Like, forever? Is that what you're saying?
No. We're not gonna kill Euphemia McKellen. I'm just saying, if she wanted to hang out, that's fine. I don't see a problem with that. I don't know why anyone would have a problem with that. Where is she staying?
You know, I think we're on two separate pages here. I feel like I was coming to ask you for help and support in my issues of, like, not being able to use my powers, and you're asking me where this other girl's room is, and, you know, it's kind...
I just don't think we should be, like, so quick to scare and kill people here.
That's kind of, like, what we do.
What's what you did to me, yes, but...
Well, yeah, because you came in my house, and these people also came in my house, so, like...
Alright.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should just come out of your room more often, and you can figure out where she is staying. Not lives, she's not here forever.
She could be.
Especially
Anyways, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll go check it out later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. Cool. I'm gonna leave, and absolutely,
right.
Danny, I need you to know right now that Elsie is saying this, that Dawn's prerogative is now to kill her. So,
Of course.
Yes.
Verification.
Okay.
Also, I'm now seeing through other mechanics that, you know, people can die and not stay here forever. So.
Yes.
Do need a clarification. So, did Bonnie take the blame for Zaid? Or does Zaid know it was everyone?
I don't know.
I think Zaid has figured out that is everybody.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if these were the first people he saw us with since his passing.
Well, I will say that I am the one who shoved him off the cliff, right?
You are.
Okay. But he fell and he didn't see us until we found
so
him on
he's
the
not
beach.
quite sure which one of you, and he can only safely assume, especially since you all are haunting these current individuals, that you all seem to have a collective haunting role.
So he doesn't know.
He doesn't know exactly who shoved him off the cliff and made him plunge to his death. No.
I was just trying to scare him off the cliff.
All right.
It's his fault he died when he hit the bottom.
Okay.
All right. Well, as
Wow.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
you can explain that to a
Anyway.
jury in the meantime.
No, I have a question. Like how was he in control of like how his body reacted to hitting the bottom of a fall? How do you will your? Because the LC has questions about like how do I will myself not to die after I take a fall? Like
You float.
Ask a stuntman.
damn, he should have had a stuntman.
Guys, if you have an argument with gravity, you will always lose.
that's
So-
that's
You
just take that away from
don't
this
have enough
conversation.
faith. You know what?
faith
bet
in
that-
what, Nikki? Faith in what?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
What are
I
So
bet
the
that
man
priest
of
would have
faith in
survived
this
if we
manor-
threw him off the
Anyway,
The man of faith in this manor is dead. You all hear a loud burst of a sound. Those of you who are familiar with it will recognize a loud gunshot echo through the halls of Duncan Hill. What would you all like to do with this homicidal evening?
so you said they all kind of went to the room. They're like,
Yeah, so they all
Yeah.
start to rush out of wherever they are situated in the house and begin to rush towards the room.
okay. So I hear this gunshot and I recognize it, like, oh crap, it's a gunshot. I know gunshots. Our guns just weren't as good. I will go up there as well and seeing them, specifically the student, as he
Okay.
sees this body
Uh-huh.
with the visible gun hole and blood and everything. I want to start whispering in his ear.
Okay.
Basically, Seamus is going to start talking about the wound and what can happen to someone who's been shot and things that he saw like on the battlefield when someone got shot. Like, if that was just a wee bit lower, he wouldn't have died immediately. It would have taken a lot longer. It would have been slower. Possibly there have been some gangrene, and you might have seen some of it. Things like that. Just this continuing stream of just horrible possibilities and observations about this wound.
It's
just whispered
incredibly
into his
gruesome
ear.
details.
Yes.
All right. So as all of the living beings begin to rush toward the source of this sound, and once they view the body, there is a cacophony of screams that begin to pierce the air. Amidst all these screams, you begin your whispers. I'll say this is level 2 haunting. That's 2d4. You can roll manifestation and see how successful you are.
All right, that's 3 more tether points. And he said manifestation. That's
Mhm.
perfect. That's my strong suit. That is another 19, so 21.
You guys are rolling too good in this game. I'm very upset. Guys, this is my first time streaming a game live on the Lost Caravan. So if you want to congratulate me, there's still one more villain point to be donated to this stream.
Just please
I just
don't
wanna
use
put
it
that
against
out
me,
there.
Danny, because I have not succeeded one time tonight. So take back you guys are rolling so well, and you guys
Okay.
are rolling so well except LC.
Everyone's still alive. Everyone's thriving. Everyone's having a great time. Like I said, you should all congratulate me as a GM by donating that very last villain point so I can have a little hoard here for some of these rolls.
Look what
Anyways,
Danny
back
has-
to the game.
Look what Danny has to put up with. Everybody feel bad for Danny.
Yes, I was argued on Catholicism tonight. Anyways, back in the room. Somehow your voice becomes audible to this gentleman over all of the noise and chaos and screaming of his surroundings as you begin to relay the most gruesome details that you witnessed during your time in war. You can see his body begin to tense up, his arms pressed against his side, his fist clenched tightly. You see him shiver slightly as his brain tries to register these words and where they're coming from. You see him take a loud, audible inhalation, begin to back away from the small crowd, and race back towards his own room as he is now successfully haunted. We are at the point where every living being in this manor is currently some state of scared.
Is the artist down here looking at the body?
Yes. All of the remaining ones have slowly begun to congregate, yes. So now the artist is making her way as well.
Who looks the most scared by the dead body on the ground?
Oh, good question. I will say the artist being the youngest and probably having the least real life experience has definitely never seen anything this gruesome, this real before. She seems absolutely terrified.
Okay. Can I don't know if this is on the haunting at all, but can I walk through her, and as I'm walking through her, leave in her mind an imprint of my visage screaming?
Ooh, like an image in her brain, or
yeah. So it's almost like she sees it right in front of her, but nobody else does.
Okay, absolutely.
And my scary looking haunting figure version of myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Basically conjuring your visage of terror into her mind's eye.
My terrifying. So my body elongates, and the black on my hands and feet start growing up over my skin until it's all black and looks like it's dripping into my eyeballs. And then shards of black glass start spitting out of my skin. And they turn ice blue, and then it looks like I'm just dripping like black water as my eyeless, my black eyes stare into her soul and just scream and then disappears.
Okay. Yeah, this is a short vision. I'll say this is again a level 2. You can go ahead and roll for your tether points and your effectiveness as I guess you're manifesting this vision. So it'll be a manifestation roll.
It's 5 tether points.
Ooh.
And that's a 15 for my roll.
Okay, incredible. You hear an even more piercing scream to screech out of this artist amidst all of the surrounding chaos as she suddenly sees this vision. She clutches her chest, starts gasping for air, starts stumbling her way out of the room, and you watch as she presses her back against the wall, slides down it, brings her knees to her chest, and begins to rock back and forth in an attempt to calm and comfort herself. She is pretty terrified.
Very proud of myself.
What are the rest of you doing with this evening?
So, would I can't remember what floor Curtis is on.
He's on the 3rd floor in the grandest of bedrooms that this manor offers.
Okay, then I'd just like to do something very simple. When he hears that gunshot and starts running down the stairs, I'd like to trip him.
Okay, Great.
That'd be...
Are you aiming to like injure him or just?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
I don't have anything in particular in mind. We'll just have to see how lucky I get.
All right. So kind of like giving yourself enough physical manifestation into this realm. I'll get you to roll. Yeah, just that'll be a level 2 haunting again. You can roll 2d4 and your strength.
All right, I got last 5. And... Oh, 5. I failed.
How much was
Can
that?
I burn... I failed. Could I burn soul points to reroll?
Interesting proposition. How many soul points are you willing to sacrifice?
Maybe I should roll 1d4?
Okay. I'll allow it.
3.
3. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh, for a 10.
Oof, that
very
is
upset she's here.
still a failure. As you see him feel something kind of brush up against his leg as he gathers himself and makes his way down the stairs. So he's able to brush it off and continue down towards where the priest is.
And
You're
I'll
hunting
just
those
follow.
unsuccessful. All right. What are the remainders of you doing?
I want to try and kill Euphemia.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
But I
find
want to
her
make it. I
racing.
want to make
Yeah.
it look like an accident.
Make it look like an accident. Okay, you find her racing towards the priest's quarters, as the rest of them are. So she's currently not secluded in her bedroom. How would you like to try to make this an accident?
Oof. Well, then she's not near a window or anything. Like, is there a stairwell? Or...
I believe, forget where it said she was. But
Like,
I believe she's on the same floor, so it's not a stairwell.
Is there, like, I guess if there's not an opportunity to, like, murder, I don't want to do it just yet. Like, murder
Okay.
in an accidental way, because that would be a waste.
Okay.
Maybe just scare her again, then.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will... Let's see. She's running, so... I want to try and, like, possess her.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you like to possess her?
To fall out a window.
Okay, so you're gonna
Because
be
that's-
possessing her for like enough time to fall out a window.
Yeah. Or, like, fall down the stairs. Like, go up the stairs and then fall down them.
Okay. All right.
Or, like,
This
over
will-
a banister. Like, at the top of the stairs. Haunted mansion style.
We had somebody walk off a balcony last time.
Yeah.
I mean, I only took them to the edge of the balcony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you could just walk them right off.
So you would like to take temporary possession of their body and make them do something for an
Yeah.
extended period of time.
Yeah.
Okay. Level 3 haunting.
That's 3d4, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll them one at a time. Maybe it'll be better.
Okay.
No, that's a 3. No. That's a 1. Okay. And a 4. So 5, 7, 8. 8.
Okay.
8. And then 1 d20. I'm gonna try another d20. Just keep going, I guess. 7.
No.
Yeah.
Can one of us like help? Is there a help action?
I've gone
Not
through 4
necessarily.
d20s.
Unless you
What did
guys
you
have
roll?
like discussed a plan to haunt together. It's not necessarily a help action.
Did we get any hero points? I saw
No.
some villain
No.
points.
What did
No,
you
we
roll?
don't need any.
A 7.
Okay. I
Okay,
forgot to
how-
add my bonus to my last roll, which would have put it over the top.
You
Can
feel
I donate
yourself,
that to somebody?
Hmm?
Can I donate? Can I donate not to her because it doesn't matter. But like, can I donate those 2 points that I forgot to add to someone else's roll?
I'll let you argue that you can add it to a later roll,
Look,
but we'll
Thank
keep
you.
that in conversation.
Nikki.
As,
Nikki
as
You're
said I can.
welcome.
Nikki said I can re-roll.
Nikki said I can reroll.
For
Yeah.
a hero point. For a
Jam
hero
at this
point.
table.
I can reroll.
No, Nikki bought
I
a
said
hero
so.
point.
Yeah, I threw a hero point in.
It wasn't
It's
me,
also a
Nikki.
7.
Elsie!
You
I've
feel
gone through 4 dice. I've done 4 d20. I don't know what to do.
I'm trying to help you.
I don't understand.
I'm trying to be your wing pirate here, and
I
it's
know.
not working.
It's literally, I don't know what I did in this life. This has been going on since I started TTRPGs. I can't. How many? That was 8. Fucking, I'm down to 8 tether points, y'all. I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna have to roll a new character, like, right here on stream.
you feel yourself for a brief moment take possession of this body, and this body instantly feels different. You instantly feel this charm, this charisma, this confidence in this new flesh. You feel emotions you haven't felt since you were alive. You can feel your breath. You can feel lungs expand. You can feel like the air against your skin. You can feel her delicate, soft clothes against the surface of her skin. But it is extremely fleeting as you're once again pushed out of her body and back into your ghostly form as your haunting goes unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the next character I'm gonna have to play because I only have 8 tether points. So.
Is there anyone left remaining that hasn't done anything on this night?
Nope. I think that's everybody.
That's everybody? All
I
right.
think so.
Well, as we draw close to night 2, I think that's a good place to take a bit of a break. And then we will continue with the remaining nights and see if any of our ghosts remain on this plane or are forced to move on to the next stage of their afterlife in the second part of the game. Welcome back to the Haunting of Duncan Hill, our little ghost story, as our little ghosts here attempt to haunt and potentially kill the current humans, the living beings that have taken up residence in the Manor of Duncan Hill. We will go ahead and jump right back in. After night 2, the police come and collect the body of the priest. They begin an investigation, but it's rather short. They take their leave. The residences are once again left to spend their time in Duncan Hill. The next day is full of quiet and sorrow. Some mourn and some are cautious, some are perturbed by what happened, but they all, at the promise of a wealthy cash prize at the end of their stay here in Duncan Hill, they persevere and remain in the manor. So, anything you guys would like to do during the day before we head straight into the night?
Is there like a way that I can get tether points back? Like, I think that should be a
Nope.
game mechanic. Okay.
As I've stated,
Nope.
you guys wanted to add some new mechanics to this game, so the stakes were raised.
Yeah, but I think also
This is
I
what
should.
you asked for.
I also think that maybe we should have a way. I said this last game. I did say this last game. We should have a way to earn tether points back.
You did in the last game. In this game, you do not.
But there was none in the last game either.
No, in the last game, if you failed a roll on one of the evenings, like during one of the rituals, if you failed that roll, you could regain tether points.
Mhm.
But like I said, the rules have changed. The stakes
Danny,
are
why
higher.
Why do you hate me?
I I don't hate anybody. I love
Okay,
all of my little ghosts.
I just wanna clarify. We didn't ask for this.
Yeah, we just wanted to
We
murder more
just
people.
broke your
Sure
game
about
and you
that.
decided you needed to fix it.
Yeah,
I
but like we
said-
just wanted to murder
I think
people.
we asked.
We did. We kind of
You-
did.
Cannot
We did
regain
find
tether
out.
points in this game. If you lose your tether or you lose your soul, well, I guess we can only find out what happens from there as we jump back in to night 3 here at Duncan Hill. On this evening, you watch the remaining living beings wander the manor and disperse bouquets of fresh plants among all of the rooms. The air is fragrant with nettle, lavender, sage, oregano. Each bouquet is sprinkled with blossomed bloodroot. These are bouquets meant to repel the dead and any wandering spirits of these halls. As they place each bouquet, most sing in what sounds like ancient words, things not spoken in a long time, a song of a different world. The priest chooses not song, but prayer. A
The
variety of
priest?
verses. Oh no, the priest is dead. Never
was gonna
mind.
say,
Yeah, the priest is dead,
The priest is
Danny.
dead. I forgot to cross that off. He dead.
He died.
You can ignore him.
No,
Um,
he should have stayed. Somebody banished him. Brooke.
As these living beings place the bouquets and chant their rituals, and eventually retire to their individual bedrooms for the evening. The evening ones, again being yours, what would you like to do?
So, I see we've gone straight to the killing, have we?
Are we not doing the rolls tonight? Because there's
Yeah. Wait, oh, you know what? You are doing your rolls. Thank you. I got distracted amidst all of the Astarian talk. All of you must roll
Shouldn't
a
have said
strength
anything.
roll.
Sorry.
All of you must roll a strength roll. You guys really kind of side rolled my brain there.
Uh-huh.
What is the strength roll?
Astoria.
That's a flat d20 for me, right? I'm gonna try online rolling.
Good luck.
16.
12.
Okay.
4.
Ooh.
15. A lot of 15s tonight.
11.
11.
You
Okay.
did.
So anyone who rolled under 10, which I believe is just Brooke, you'll have disadvantage on all hauntings for the night. Which I actually forgot to implement in the previous night, but that's okay. You guys kind of filled that anyway. And you lose 1d4 tether point.
Okay, I only lost 1. That's okay.
You're rolling so well tonight. Brooke's gonna kill it.
Brooke, you're in
as-
charge for the rest of the night.
Seriously though,
God.
don't leave it to any of us.
As once again, the night is quiet, the evening is once again yours. What would you like to do?
Can I go
So-
back after Robert? Oh, you can go.
I was just gonna say, I don't necessarily think we should go around slaughtering the lot of them.
There's only one more we have to take care of.
Because the more of these folks you kill, the more attention you're gonna draw.
You said he did something that hurt you, so I made sure he didn't do it again.
Well, I most certainly appreciate that. What I'm just saying, we don't want to draw too much attention, too many eyes on this place.
The cops apparently don't care.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. Bit odd. But, still, we got some folks to, run off.
I think Elizabeth's gonna hang back a little bit. Feeling weak.
Yeah,
Okay.
same. Very eepy. Up to you
Okay.
guys.
So we're
Uh-oh.
not killing them?
We're killing one.
We're only killing.
I'm killing one.
You're okay, we'll make sure that one's yours. And the rest we just want to scare?
Well,
I
we have
mean-
to get them out somehow.
I mean, I figured we can just run them off. Scare them enough.
Okay.
It's worked before.
I mean, we
has
just
worked
killed a
before.
man and they all saw that, and yet they're still
They're
here.
still
They're still
here.
here. It needs a wee bit more effort.
I will say that the reason they seem to be here is because of your nephew. So, if we do go after your nephew, then maybe that'll take care of all of them.
Just might. Any ideas?
Well, I mean, kill him.
Okay. I wonder if we could scare him to death.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I could give him a vision of his grandfather and what he did to us.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But
See
that
what
would be
this
all I could manage this evening. If I can.
Well,
What would step 2 be?
shove him out the window.
We do go for windows and cliffs quite a lot.
I mean, it's a quick trip.
Also survivable. Possibly. Depending on how he lands.
Well, though, do you plan C then?
I like the idea of planting something in his head. I would just want it to be heavy.
I'm all for it.
Do
Let
we
me
have
know
an
what
axe or a hammer?
All
It's a
right.
chandelier.
But they're so beautiful. I'd hate to damage that. The manor itself.
I do like
Even
it.
for
It
him.
sparkles.
It's pretty. I had it imported from Italy.
I was there once. I could never go back.
Why?
Well, I mean, aside from the obvious, I think they would hang me on sight. The Italians and I didn't get along. The Dutch really hated me.
Consider that a bonus.
Yeah. I was greatly feared by many nations.
So, what would you all like
Yep.
to do with this evening?
I'm going to leave the bloodthirsty group.
Okay.
The whole point of
Um,
this game, Rise, was so that we could kill people, and you're saying that you don't want to be bloodthirsty? Wait, I thought it was.
No,
Wait,
the point's
what?
to get him out of the house.
It's an optional rule if you want to kill people.
We
Oh,
only
I
have to
thought
kill
this
one.
game. I thought this game was about killing people.
You have the option now.
I mean, yes.
if you wish to.
I feel like if I killed anybody, I might also die. So
I want to go find the actress.
Okay. You will find her lounging in her own quarters. Her voluptuous hair pulled back into a messy bun, just slowly doing her night care routine.
She like sitting in front of the mirror or something.
She's lounging on her bed at the moment.
Okay. So Seamus
Say-
is going to. What?
Oh, Zayd is just standing over her staring.
So Seamus is going to go in, sit next to her on the bed, and similar to how he started talking to the student before, he's going to whisper to her. Very different topic, however. He's actually going to be reciting Lord Byron. She walks in beauty, while just ever so lightly running a finger down the length of her arm.
I was not expecting Rise to make this the romance game.
No,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I was like, you said Lord Byron, and I was like, okay.
So, what is your intention with this haunting? Are you attempting to scare her out of the manor?
That is not entirely certain at this moment for Seamus.
Okay.
Look, it's
The
been a
movie
long
Ghost
time.
brought to you by Rise in this fucking stream. So here we go.
Okay. I Hoop needs to stop sending me Astarian gifts. As you begin your haunting, I will say that's a level 2, like last time. You can go ahead and roll 2d4.
So that's
roll
5.
a manifestation.
5, and then that's an 18 plus 2, so that's 20.
Okay. So this is a haunting. She is successfully scared, perhaps a little intrigued, but predominantly scared by this phantom voice reciting poetry in her
little
ear.
aroused.
I mean,
Perfect.
there's a whole combination of feelings going on there, but one of them is terror, as there's a foreign touch on her skin and a foreign voice in her ear. So she is reaching her limit.
It's called Scaroused.
Yeah, Danny, what kind of books does she read?
Hey, we're not going there. She is.
Okay.
I know what you're trying to do.
You named one of
I
the characters
see.
in this game Zaid.
I-
So.
Looked at you and I couldn't think of another name.
Me, you looked at me.
Yeah, you okay?
Okay.
Not relevant. So
Okay.
she is successfully terrorized, but she's not making any sort of sudden movement. She does not scream. She does not gasp. She simply just lingers there, almost in curiosity of what happened to her. There's a slight shiver to her demeanor, but nothing more than that.
Okay.
What would the rest of you like to do?
I would like
I
to
have to write
find
like
the
another
artist.
expansion to this game for like romance option.
Yes.
I'd like to find the
I thought-
artist again.
Sorry, Brooke? What did you
I'd
say?
like to find the artist again.
The artist. Okay. She is once again found in her quarters. She is painting, this time closer to her bed, not near the window. Her painting is abstract, full of reds and oranges, perhaps her trying to use her creativity to digest the feelings of what she saw in the previous night.
And I want to give her visions of like riders in the night, like coming to the house and like breaking in and like kicking in doors and I don't know, standing in the window and like just causing ruckus and then like dragging her off with the horses.
All right, so basically giving her a waking nightmare, a sudden vision.
Yes.
Something terrifying. Yeah, so that's just a level 2 again. You can go ahead and roll 2d4. If you are successful in this, I believe she'll be sufficiently terrified to take her leave of the manor.
Come on, Sophia.
Alright. Lost 4 points there. Let's see. And what stat is this?
Oh, that'd be manifestation.
Okay, so that's a 14.
All right. With a 14, you see her freeze in place as she's basically watching a movie unfold in her head. Almost, she loses control of her body her mind just fixates on this waking nightmare that she's receiving. And once it concludes, she immediately starts grabbing her easel, her canvas, her paintbrushes, and her paints, collecting all of her belongings and rushing out of the manor, foregoing the big cash prize. She is ultimately evicted from Duncan Hill.
So
2
Sophia,
down, 3 to go.
Sophia took out 2 of them.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You are in charge of getting rid of everyone because we're all failing.
That's true. All right. Okay. What do the rest of you like to? What would the rest of you like to do?
Okay. I will try one more time to evict Euphoria or Euphemia, whatever her
Euphemia.
name is. Whatever. That's what I said.
Just get her out of the manor.
I just want her out because I can't really risk killing her at this point because of prior issues. So. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
How would you like to scare her?
I want to do the nightmare one,
Mhm.
which is, let's see, oh my gosh, manipulation, which I do have a +1 in, and I want to manipulate her dreams into like, it's a really hot dream at first, like Ghost, the movie, and like I was like, oh, I'm gonna kiss this girl in her dream, right? And it's gonna be really hot simulation, and then I'm gonna stab her in the gut in her dreams.
Okay. So,
but I gotta actually succeed on this role.
You're a character in her dream.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like
And
hot me.
So you're gonna kiss her and then stab her.
Yeah. But I don't look. What I mean by like hot me is like I don't look like a fucking like 80s puffy jacket girl. I look hot.
What is hot you in the stream?
I'm not gonna describe hot me in the stream. What is hot to her? What is hot to her?
You don't know.
Okay, I do know because that's what I'm doing. I'm manipulating her dream to make it feel like that, like look like that.
Okay, so you're basically making yourself look like a leading lady.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh shit! Oh no! I take it back! Fuck! No!
Hey,
You said it! You said it! You said
I didn't
it!
roll! I didn't roll! I did not roll! No, I didn't roll! I didn't roll! I didn't roll! I did not roll! I did not roll! Nikki just saved my ass. I take it
I
back.
was so close.
I take it back.
I debated whether to say anything.
I was so close.
I take it all back, Danny. I'm not doing this.
I'm trying to be a good wing pirate
Can
here.
I use my villain point to make you do it?
No, you can't. I won't roll it.
Fine.
My heart is going so fast right now, y'all. Oh my god, I put so much effort into this. If I did this by accident just because I wanted her, oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
I got you.
Nikki, truly the savior of Lent and my wingman. Like fucking wing pirate Nikki over here. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna pick something else. We ain't doing this shit.
Pick another haunting.
We're not doing it. I'm still gonna make. I don't know. That's the only idea I had at the moment.
You could almost kiss and then stab.
Yeah. Okay, let me do that. Let me seduce this bitch and almost kiss and then stab. But we are not kissing. There is no kissing of this NPC. I will make that very clear to everyone watching. I am not losing Lent over this fucking bullshit. And if I lose and you kiss me, Danny, it doesn't count because I have to do the kissing. Thank you. Okay. Here I go. What is this number? This number is a...
This is a level 2 haunting. 2d4 to...
No, it's a 1. It's 1. Level 1. Yeah, it's level 1.
Level 1.
So level 1.
So are you giving her like a sleeping nightmare or a waking nightmare?
Sleeping nightmare.
Okay.
Okay, level 1. Level 1. That's 1. 1d4 on a 1. 1 on a 1d4, whatever. Okay.
1 on a 1d4, okay.
Okay, I'm using the online... Shut up. I'm using online roller because my d20 have failed me. and this one still failed me, and that's a 6, and that's a 6.
With a 6, you can seep your way into her mind and kind of get a vision of her own dreams, standing upon a stage accepting an award. But you can't find the strength to manipulate her own dream, as your haunting is a failure.
As is all my hauntings tonight. At least I didn't lose a Lent. Thank you, Nikki.
I got you.
For the remaining ghosts, what would you guys like to do?
We only have 3 left, right?
Yes. Yep, you have the billionaire, the starlet, and the student.
Okay. And we are leaving Curtis for Elizabeth. You know what? Can I say that I am hearing the frustrated, like, yelling of my good friend Don, and I go investigate what's happening in.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna wander in there and be like, "What is going on with you?"
I can't do it. I can't do anything. I've tried for 3 nights now. I've tried to kick, kill, evict, whatever word you want to choose for making this person leave this house forever, for good, for life. Nothing. I can't do anything. No matter what, I try everything.
Let me see if I can help. Can I? Okay, she's sleeping, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm again going to attempt touch.
Okay.
I'm going to stick my entire hand over her mouth.
Okay.
And like press down, and my hand's gonna get super cold, and I'm gonna like try and stop her from breathing. I'm not trying to kill her. I'm trying to scare her so that she cannot breathe all of a sudden in her dream and she wakes up afraid. So I'm putting my hand over her mouth, holding onto it, and like freezing her face.
Okay. Yeah. As you make this kind of brief physical manifestation into their realm, I'll get you to roll. Yes, that'll be level 2. I'll say that's a strength roll, and yeah, see how you do.
That is 5 of my points. That is 21.
Okay. With
What did I say? Was that 5 other points?
I'll use a villain point to get you to reroll that.
Nice.
Do I have to reroll my tether points again?
No, you can keep the tether points, just
Okay.
reroll the haunting die.
Okay. That is a natural 20. I couldn't read what it said because it's a little animal.
Much to the dismay
Of Danny.
of Zaid.
Oh no!
The starlet, you see her eyes abruptly open, wide in shock and terror, as she feels this oppression against her mouth, this cold, frozen touch. As she begins to scramble, she collects her scarves, her cosmetics, her clothes, frantically just shoving all of her delicate belongings together, and begins to race out of the manor, foregoing the cash prize and leaving Duncan Hill.
Her lips are blue, by the way. She leaves with blue.
When she looks in the mirror, she will not only be terrified, she will be distraught, and perhaps begin to cry. Yeah.
I look over at Dawn, and I'm like, "You're welcome."
Thank you so much. I'm so glad she's gone. So annoying. Too much stuff.
Yeah,
That was definitely my issue.
yeah. She had a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like, too much stuff. At
Just
least
goes over her head.
Great.
Bonnie doesn't get it.
it's alright, Bonnie. Doesn't need to know. Bonnie doesn't know.
Who is remaining? Who has yet to go this evening?
I do. I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, since I messed up my last roll and forgot to add my points, I want to do something I have no points in. Can
Okay.
I do, like, use those?
If you'd like to make a bargain to do so, you'd have to offer me something else. Is there anything further you're willing to sacrifice to allow me to allow you to add that to D2 +2 to another roll?
I mean, the only thing she has left to give are soul points.
You want to give some?
24?
Yeah.
1.
All right. Okay. So you can go ahead and use that +2 on something else.
Yay. Okay, and I would like to give him a waking vision.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the waking vision that you bestow upon him?
Where is he?
He is in his own grandiose bedroom on the 3rd floor.
So he's in my bedroom.
Yep.
Where I have a large portrait of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, I believe that he is. Oh, I should roll to see if it worked. Did it work? I should check that before I go into it. Huh?
Sorry?
I should check and see if it worked before I should start describing it.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I got 15. That's my 2 bargain points. All right. So I figure he would look up at the portrait and he would see me, and I would slowly drift down out of it and up to his face. And suddenly, he would be in the room where his grandfather stood, leaning over a fresh corpse that is my sister, his grandmother, who is very frail. She stayed beautiful to the end, very pale, but small, yes. And then he would turn over to me, and he would see my happy face start hollowing out, and I cough up blood, and my eyes sink, and suddenly he feels like he is me, but this is happening too. And he looks up and he sees a vision of his grandfather that turns into his face. And he feels me die as him. I suppose I'm not trying to kill him, because that vision reminded me of my sister, but I do want to scare him. Possibly make him want to invest in cures for diseases such as mine. Oh, excuse me, did I say diseases? I meant poison, but he still thinks it's a disease. Anyway, yes, I'd like to do that, please.
He screams an anguished yell as this vision plays in his head, and no matter what he does, he can't get his mind to turn its attention elsewhere. He clutches the side of his head, hair gripped in between his fingers, just pressing his eyes closed, trying to get it to stop. When it eventually concludes, he is shaking. He is basically in a childlike state of fear as he buries himself under his covers, wraps them tight around him, and attempts to try to fall asleep. He is very much terrified of this manor and those who dwell in it.
And I hope that stays with him and he remembers how it feels.
Okay, is that everyone for this evening? Is anyone yet not yet to go? Okay.
Did Brooke go?
Yeah, Brooke scared the artist out.
Oh, right.
Yeah. All right. Jumping to the next evening, only 2 remain, the billionaire and the student. Should they both remain on the following night, not only will the student become suddenly very wealthy, but all of their rituals will be successful, and those undead spirits who dwell in this house will be evicted permanently. So you have 2 knights and 2 individual. On night number 4, the living beings have sought the assistance of a local witch to help exorcise the premises. Around her neck are small carvings of obsidian woven into hemp cord. Around her wrists are ropes of spider's silk braided with rosemary stems. She smears a paste of mugwort and rue across her neck and décolletage. She wears a crown of violet roses, thorns pressed into her skin, and she waltzes her way through various rooms, her hands dancing and twisting in front of her. She's chanting, croaking words, and gasping syllables. I'll get you all to roll for me a manipulation roll.
See, that is just such a lovely description. Danny, you write the best stuff.
I was literally thinking that, like, Danny says this most beautiful, romantic, like,
Yeah.
gothic shit, and then we're like, I'm gonna murder him by pushing him out a window. So,
That's a 16.
Ooh, nice.
What are we rolling again?
Manipulation roll.
Ooh, that's my first bad roll. 9.
Okay. For the rest of you. We got a 16 and 9. Oh, I think I couldn't hear Sophia.
I think you're muted, Sophia.
Yeah.
I did not realize that. Sorry, 22.
Okay, 22. All right, Elizabeth.
19.
19. Nice. What is Elizabeth?
Oh,
get?
wait, not that Elizabeth. I'm sorry.
Yes. The
My bad.
Elizabeth Duncan.
Not me.
Just a 5. 5. Am I
5? Okay. So those who rolled under 2, which I believe is Bonnie and Elizabeth, a disadvantage for hauntings for the night, and you lose 1d4 tether point. As the
3.
witch takes her exit, and the 2 remaining residents find their ways back to their bedrooms for the evening, what would you all like to do?
I hate when they bring in the witches. Alright.
She's kind
Well.
of pretty.
I thought so too.
She's also quite terrifying. I'd rather have the priest back.
I like
Alright.
her crown.
Alright, I think we've had enough of these people. And he's gonna march off in pursuit of the student.
All right. As you find the student in their quarters, closing their studies for the evening, what would you like to do?
What does his room look like as far as like things and objects and such?
So there's a bed, a nightstand, and a bookshelf, a desk. There is a small adjoining bathroom, and then a kind of paneled window that opens into a very small balcony. The actual room itself is cluttered with his books and papers that he brought with him. So open luggage, books piled in various parts of the room. But otherwise, it's kind of lacking any belongings.
Okay. Let's go full poltergeist on these books. All these books
Okay.
that are laying around the room, and papers and all this kind of stuff. Not the whole books, but like pages just suddenly I want to have them start ripping out and flying around the room. All these
Alright.
papers and loose things just swirling around and just straight up poltergeist bullshit all over this room.
All right. I'll say this is a level 2 haunting.
Okay.
It'll be,
One. Let's
I
do
guess,
the three.
manipulation for that roll.
Manipulation, okay. That's my weakest one, but all right. 12 flat.
Okay. With a 12, you see him like kind of jerk up in bed, watch all of these pages and papers strewn about. He's desperately trying to like grasp at them, trying to collect them, trying to figure out what's going on. But as he does so, his body is visibly shaking. His eyes are frenzied. He is definitely terrified of what is happening in his room. What would the rest of you like to do with this evening?
So the student's still there, right?
Student is still there.
And so is the witch, right?
The witch has taken her exit. It's just the student and the billionaire.
Oh, the billionaire. I wanna-
He's open now. You can. He's
Okay.
he's free.
That is why.
I want to try and scare the
We got big
billionaire.
moves there.
Okay.
Yeah, gender's already gone.
Yeah.
Let's. Okay, I'm trying to pick a manipulation one that I'm good at that doesn't have like two. I'm gonna nightmare again because I can't
Okay.
afford to have 2d4. So 1d4. That's a 3. Great, love that for me. All right, I'm gonna try and nightmare this dude, and to like public humiliation, nightmare, like
Okay.
all his socials hacked and like whatever bad things he's done in the past absolutely aired dirty laundry, and he is like facing full like social justice, like cancel culture him on all aspects that he is involved in, which as you've described him sounds like all of them. And as you've described him sounds like he's got a lot of shit to air.
Nice.
So that is what I'm going for here. Let's roll that d20, which is a 10 plus 2, 12. So I did succeed. For
Okay.
once. For once.
Okay. Did you roll your tether points?
Yeah, I got a 3. 3.
Okay. All right.
We are getting there, though. I can't do much else after this, y'all. I got 4. 4 tether points.
Okay. The billionaire is it a waking nightmare or a sleeping nightmare?
Sleeping.
Okay, you watch him kind of begin to gasp and do these guttural groans in his sleep as this nightmare unfolds, and you hear the sudden gasp as he kind of jerks out of bed, panting, heaving, sweating, clutching the blankets close to him and shivering. It takes him some time to fall back asleep, but he is still residing here in this room.
Well, he's weak, y'all. So whoever else is.
He is very weak.
So am I, though.
I do have an idea for the student.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to come up behind him and basically press the barrel of one of my pistols into his back and try to walk him out of the house, either to the woods or the cliff, make him think that, like, I'm going to kill him out there.
Ooh, this is so interesting. Okay. Yeah, so this will be just a level kind of like manifesting yourself and using strength. So it says level 2. I'll say it's strength. You can attempt to do so.
10.
A 10?
Yes.
He feels the pressure of something against his back. He turns around suddenly, seeing that there was nothing there. He just rubs the spot on his back and goes back to attempting to fall asleep. Those who are remaining, what would you like to do with this evening?
Elizabeth, have you gone yet?
No, the only things that I can do right now, they'd have to be awake for.
Okay. I'm gonna go find you. So I think we need to take care of your nephew.
Hmm.
Do you have any ideas? Because, I mean, I could just, I don't know, kill him. or terrify him a little. Yeah.
Would you be able to reach in and grab his heart and chill it, but not stop it?
Oh, yes, I think I can. Yeah.
I suppose that would make him open his eyes.
Yeah. I'll wake him up,
Hmm.
and then you can mess with him.
Let's see.
Team building exercise. Let's do this.
Yes.
I'll scare him and wake him up, and then you can take him out.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yep. Gonna go up to the room,
Okay.
stick my hand through his chest and grab his heart
Uh-huh.
and freeze it as much as I can, because I want to wake him up afraid so that he is prepped for whatever Elizabeth wants to throw at him.
Okay. So this will be a manifestation roll, reaching into his chest and conjuring weather elements deep inside him. This is going to be a little bit tricky, right? I would say this is going to be a level 3.
Okay.
Okay.
This is 6. I have that many. We're good.
Okay. All right.
I have 3 left. 3 tether points left.
Oh.
It's okay. It's fine. Okay. That dice is gone for good. Hold on. What did you say this was? Manifestation?
Yes.
17.
17. He awakes with a start as an icy grip wraps itself around his heart. He is panting, but it is hard to inhale. It is hard to expand his lungs when his heart feels frozen. He is staggering, stumbling with his breath. Eventually, his chest once again warms and he is able to breathe. His eyes are frenzied with terror. He is so close to reaching his limit and
Take
fleeing from this
Take
man.
him out, Elizabeth.
Okay. Hopefully, when he shocks awake and he's standing up, I believe, he would. Oh, that's 2. Okay. His eyes would fall upon a photo, a
Okay.
family photo of someone back in the day, black and white.
Mhm.
And if I can do this, the person in the photo, their face would change to his, but he would look as if he's dead in the
Okay.
photo.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that is the one.
Yeah, I will say that's a level 1. It's a simple manipulation haunting. As you distort this image into a corpse-like reflection for him.
Can I make another bargain?
What would you like to bargain?
More soul?
How many soul points do you have left?
Let's see. I have 11.
11. That's so many.
I know.
Yeah. How many would you be willing to sacrifice for a reroll?
Hey, Ling, look in chat.
Yeah, none, because we have a hero point for Ling.
Nikki is just
Nikki is GOAT.
tearing
this
me
game.
apart today.
That's all I
Tearing
can
me
give. That's all I can
apart.
give. So
17. 18.
With a 17. I will once again repeat, this is my first time GMing live on Lost Caravan, and I just feel like as a congratulations to me personally, someone can donate that remaining villain point into the chat for me.
No, not deserved.
This is like, hey Daniela, way to go. Here's a villain point.
Okay, but consider.
I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there.
There's only one villain point per stream now.
Only
Yeah,
one
they're
per
all good.
stream? This is a
Yeah.
conspiracy against me personally.
It's not. It's been that way for months because people kept getting wild and crazy with it.
This is a conspiracy
Against
against
me.
me personally.
Hoop?
Okay.
No.
Hooper,
Okay.
Hooper. Hooper, if you do this, you have to keep them open for Duskgrave and use them only against Anella in the next Lancer game. So think wisely on your choices right now.
the way I
Do you want to die again, Danny? Do you want to die again in Lancer?
dying again.
Okay, well, if you open villain points to more than one a session again, you might. Consider, think on your actions. Think on your actions and the repercussions you might have.
I've said, and this is my first time GMing live on Caravan.
No!
I appreciate any and all gifts to me personally.
Danny, I'm going to use them against you next Lancer game if you do this.
Oh, sure you will.
I will.
Bad.
I will. Don't
Bad.
fucking threaten me with a good time.
Oh, Hoop, I blame you.
Then go ahead and reroll.
Counter spell.
Counter spell.
Can you
This
just
is
let me have
homophobic.
this happiness?
That's some blue magic
No.
players up in here.
No. 2.
Hmm?
2.
With a 2, you can't necessarily find the strength to manipulate this painting, and as he gazes upon it one last time before he falls deep into slumber, the painting remains the same, and he finds a way to calm himself into a nice, peaceful sleep in your grand bedroom here at Duncan Hill.
Can I squeeze this heart even more and cause a heart attack?
You had your chance.
I tried, Lee.
You're the best. I was too exhausted.
Nope. Hoop is a villain.
Two living beings remain, and one night remains for you to successfully haunt or kill these humans. Otherwise, you are evicted from Duncan Hill and forced to face the next stage of your afterlife. On the final night, night 5, you watch as the billionaire and the student begin to clutter the main living room with mechanical devices, gizmos and gadgets that beep and whir, ticker and hum, machines with antennae, wire, pendulums, screens that read jagged lines. The walls are lined with various mirrors. The air is heavy with incense. They have gathered every possible tool they could find in an attempt to catch and entrap a ghost. All right, so I need you all to make a roll, and this roll can be the stat of your choice.
Manifestation.
All
Let's
right.
go. 11.
14.
Okay.
13.
13.
I'll see.
Not 1.
No!
Not 1.
It's 5.
A 5.
Yeah. What do I gotta roll outside of this? What do I have to roll something outside of this?
You know, I wrote something here. Now I'm feeling a little guilty.
Yeah, you should. Bully.
I will give you a choice. You have 2 options out of this outcome. You can either have disadvantage on all hauntings for the night and lose 1d4 tether points, or you can be trapped in one of these machines and not be able to perform any hauntings for the evening.
Trapped. I can't lose 1d4 because I might die. Trapped.
It's the last night.
Well, I might die anyways. Give me
Okay.
1d4.
Okay. You find yourself sucked into one of these worrying machines, not really understanding its functions, but knowing that something in its electricity and mechanisms is keeping you stuck in one spot. Elizabeth Duncan, what would you like to do?
If we are successful, does that mean we get out of whatever thing we're sucked into?
You are, yes.
Okay, then I would also like to be trapped, please.
Okay. Through a series of mirrors and pendulums and beeping screens, you two find yourself stuck in between all of this machinery, unable to do anything with your ghostly presence for this evening. So, for the three... Okay, yeah! Let's live on the wild
Okay.
side. Yeah!
I'm still alive!
Still alive! Well, you're dead, but you're still dead.
Yes, I'm still
Still a ghost.
me.
Still a ghost. Okay. All right.
Oh boy.
But how many tether points do you have left?
2.
Love this. Okay.
I think I'm gonna go back.
On the final... sorry?
Oh no. Listen.
On the final night, as the two gentlemen retired to their quarters, the promise of wealth in the eyes of the student, the joy of amusement and entertainment in the eyes of the billionaire. Once they retire, what would you all like to do with your evening? Potentially your last evening here.
I'm going after that billionaire
All right.
in honor of Elizabeth, because I'm so mad that it didn't work last time.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
Is he in his room?
He is in his room.
Cool. I'm gonna wait until he walks into the bathroom so he's looking in the mirror.
Okay.
And I am going to do a really ghosty thing and turn his reflection into my visage
Amazing.
and come out of the mirror like that through his face.
Okay. So not only manipulating the reflection, you are forcing yourself into this reality or this realm.
Yep.
It's a lot of haunting in one move.
Okay, well, can I say
No, I'm just
that
saying that
Well, I know. I only
it can be a
3
level
points
3.
left. I don't want it to be a level 3.
You don't want it to be level 3?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll just stick with it being my reflection.
Okay.
It's just a reflection of
That
my
might be
visage.
sufficient. He is freaking
Just-
out.
Just yelling, ah, in his,
Okay.
like, very sudden.
Okay. That'll be a nice level 2.
Let's see what happens, because I have 3 left. Thank God, it's just 2 ones. Okay, so it's 2. So I only have 1 point left.
Whoa.
Holy cow.
Yeah, you all hear like, I only have 1 point left, and the rest were like, what?
The
You can't be doing that.
Still
Wow.
holding on.
Or die
You
to
risk-
it.
That should be an
I'm-
auto success.
I'm risky.
Should be Danny.
You're still
Okay.
gonna
I
have
did
to
put
roll
a
for
plus
it.
1 to the next roll in the chat.
I saw
Ayo.
that. We'll
Plus
see. I might need it.
1 to the next roll.
What is this? A manifestation or manipulation?
Manipulation.
Even though I'm manifesting myself in the mirror.
You're manipulating the mirror reflection. But I guess if you're manifesting yourself, I'll allow it.
Okay, because it is me manifesting
It is
my
you.
own self.
Yeah. You're
Okay, that's a 12.
with a 12.
Because I can add that plus 1.
What is that?
with a 12. With a 12. Okay, I'm concentrating. With a 12, you force yourself into this glass pane, forcing yourself into their realm, feeling the cold touch of glass against your skin as you give him your visage of terror. What do you look like in this mirror reflection?
Oh, I look like completely black as like the frostbite has taken over my face. There is a hoop, I would like everyone to know, dancing with a Pokemon.
Yes.
Really close to the camera.
Really close to the camera. Yeah, so it's my face that gets taken over by the black frostbite, and it's all like crackled with ice, with shards of black ice sticking out of my skin, and my eyes disappear as red goop falls across them.
Ooh.
And then I just start leaking like black rain and become all wet soaking. And as he's looking at me, and that happens, I will like, I'm not going through it, but I'm, looks like I'm coming at the closer to the mirror, and I'm just saying like, I'm making a big scary noise.
Sounds disgusting. I love it. As you begin your manifestation and you watch this man's eyes grow wide with terror, you watch his breath shudder, you watch confusion and fear fall upon his face. He clutches his chest, gripping the skin, begins to stumble backwards towards the door. Ghost turns around, collects his belongings, and races his way outside of Duncan Hill.
I was hoping you'd say that he collapsed because he had a heart attack, but that's good too.
I was tempted.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
I got you!
There is one individual left. One individual who breathes left in this manor. So for those of you remaining, what would you like to do?
I'm in the box though.
You're in the
You are in
box.
the box.
Hey, there's other
How do
ghosts lingering about this manor.
How do I get out of the box?
You can't, you're in the box.
Who put me in the box? My boyfriend?
You put yourself in the box.
No, I'm
As
trying to
per
ask Danny a
usual.
question. Danny, did my boyfriend put me in a box?
Well, in a sense, the first time.
Ah, yeah. Anyways, it was a funny haha joke.
Yes.
What?
So,
From JJK. Anyways, all right, fine. I will sit in this box. And let the other ghost take it from here.
I will make my way to the student's room,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to wait until he is laying down to go to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. After some time, he collects his studies, tidies them away, gets under the covers, and begins to fall asleep.
And then I'm going to manifest myself standing on the bed over top of him. Full visage of terror. Holding the saber at his face. Just
All right.
the whole thing. It's time, boy.
Okay. Let's do a level 2 haunting.
I want to know what your visage looks like.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
As you.
Mm.
So Seamus's visage looks like himself, with the exception his skin is even paler.
Mhm.
His hair has almost gotten darker, except now there is blood red threaded through it. His eyes have gone completely black with a red sheen, and their blood leaks down his face from the sockets.
Ooh.
You can see the wounds on his body from the final fight that against the thieves, and they're just these bloody spots in his clothes, all along his arms, a large kind of gaping wound in his abdomen on the left side where the killing blow went, and it's just this red stain all through his clothes. And there's a lot of blood, so
Mhm.
Bloody.
So gruesome.
okay, so that's 5 tether points for level 2 with Visage of Terror.
Mm-hmm.
That puts me at 23 out of 20. I got two tether points left.
Oh.
And
We were all
manifestation,
pushing it this time.
that is an 18 total.
Yes.
With an 18, as he softens his gaze, lowers his eyelids, attempting to reach one last peaceful sleep in this manner. He begins to watch something manifest atop him, and he watches as you conjure your visage of terror. He begins to clutch the bed sheets at his side, kind of trying to like back himself into a bed, basically, not realizing there's nothing to back into. His limbs clambered together. He begins to wrap himself up tightly, watching your manifestation. And when you're fully manifested, the saber at his throat, you uttering those deep words, he throws himself off the bed, collects the books that he can, and rushes himself out of Duncan Hill. With that, on the final night of their stay, you all have successfully evicted all living residents from Duncan Hill, and this great stone manor remains yours for the rest of your afterlife. Congratulations. After 2 games, you all still remain here, tethered to the world.
Barely.
To this world.
Wait, Danny, I have something to say.
Okay.
I have something to say because Live from the Apocalypse just rated us.
Oh, thank you, Live from the Apocalypse.
It's very specific. JD, I didn't kiss anyone. So fuck you.
So close. So close.
You almost had the opportunity to get it in your hands.
I saved
Thank you, Nikki.
Elsie.
Thank you, Nikki. Anyways, that's it. Continue for your outro. I want you to
that
have
was
the most
it?
beautiful
Okay.
outro. Okay, yeah, that's it. I just had to say that out loud.
Thank you. All right. Yes, no ghosts or humans were smooched on this round. Maybe next time, but for now, Duncan Hill remains yours. You are free to wander its halls and make it your home. You are free to continue to terrorize and terrify any locals from coming too close to the premises. And you can spend your eternity of an afterlife here at Duncan Hill as we conclude this little ghost story. Thank you so much to my wonderful players who were so much fun and were the absolute best ghosts tonight.
The most chaotic ghosts ever.
I am going to give everyone a chance to tell you who you are, where you can find them, what you're doing. Starting with Elsie.
As always, thank you for having me here, Danny, and thank you for letting me play your silly little game that I continue to make funny little quips in. I didn't kiss anybody, so Lent is still on, guys. My camera is still unfocused. There we go. We fixed it. It's getting to be a talent of mine. Anyways, so Lent is still on. Danny almost had me, but Nikki really, really came in clutch there. So, I don't think JD is still here, but you know what? Next Tuesday, try again, bitch. Anyways, I'm gonna win Lent. I'm gonna win. Where can you find me? Besides next Tuesday on Entropy Emporium, where I play every other alternating Tuesday in a masked game that is a horror campaign. We just had our first episode. It was, that's how it was. That's how I feel about it. It was, none of us have done anything wrong. There's darkness trying to eat us. I don't know. But rewind it back one day and you can find me every other alternating Monday here on the Lost Caravan for our Lancer campaign. We are in season 2. It's Hell's Gate now, no longer Dustgrave. We're having a normal one. Having a normal one, as we always are. If you want to see Danny die again, I have promised to make sure that these villain points that they have requested go to her specifically. And that's on that. For the rest of the month, I really don't have anything going on. I took a little bit of a break to try and get my work schedule going. But if you want to hear me talk about villains and or characters who did nothing wrong, on the 26th, you can find me over on High Shelf Collective, where I will be discussing that ad nausea, just to make sure that everybody knows that there are certain characters that did nothing wrong. Please don't come argue with me. This is completely satire. That's the rest of my March, to be honest, except if you're going to be at PAX East in Boston on the 23rd only. I will be there hanging out, being me. I don't know. If you want to see me IRL, go there. I don't fucking know. Probably not. Don't do it. I'm not great. And that's it for March. I'm not going to go into April because I don't feel like it. And I feel like I've rambled enough. As is all of my outros, they are a hot mess. Please take it away from me, whoever is going next.
Ling, you're up.
Hello, I'm Ling. Thank you. This has been wonderful. Everyone is so fun to play with. You wrote a beautiful story, despite what we did with it. You wrote a really beautiful game. So you can find me at needmore_dice on Twitter, and I will be around. That's all I got.
Awesome. All right, Sophia.
Hi everyone, I'm Sophia, also known as Nerdy Teddy. You can find me at Nerdy Teddy both on Twitter and Blue Sky. I am the CEO, founder, and one of the chancellors for Nerds with Dice, and you can come check out that channel. We got this month we've got Night, an Arthurian game run by the creator on Friday nights. So come check that out. And Saturday nights we have season 2 of Masks, the Puzzle Project. And it got postponed, so we do have the finale yet of Monster of the Week, the house that M built, coming up still. And if you like running indie games or have a game of your own that you want us to showcase, our application is always open for pitches. And let's see, including next week, every other week, Mondays, I am the Yellow Power Ranger, Dakota Dallas on Lightspeed Reignited, and Wednesday nights I am running Power Rangers Monster Force. Those are both on Bardic Inspiration Network, so come check those out.
Nikki.
That's me. I'm Nikki, the Coyote Witch. Just gotta say, I'm a little disappointed because we only killed one of the living people. And this was supposed to be murders, and there was only one murder. Little sad, not gonna lie. Other than that, yeah, you can find me in many places online as Coyote Witch or the Coyote Witch, but mostly still over on the place known as Twitter, because that's where I get most of my freelance work, so I'm stuck over there. So you can find me over on Coyote Witch, where you can find my schedule and information and all that stuff. Let's see. Next week, I will be playing in a game of Violet Core over on Neon Lights Roleplay, and that's with our friend Heck. She is running that game. I'm super excited. And then the week after that, I will be over on High Shelf Collective playing Pirate Borg, which I am super excited. I have never played that system before, so I'm very looking forward to it. That's it, because the rest of my month is very light in games. If that changes, I will update that schedule over on my Twitters or the Blue Skies. I'm also there. I'm also on Threads, I think, and whatever. I just go where people tell me to go. So I'm on most places as Coyote Witch. I think that's it. I think that's everything. This game was a lot of fun. I'm very curious to see how other people would play this game. Because it's so beautiful, right? It's such a beautiful gothic game. And then we come in and just demolish all of the beauty that you have put into this game. And I would like to see how other people would play such a beautiful gothic game.
I play tested this for some of my best friends, who hopefully some of you are watching. They were just as ridiculous as you guys were.
Okay, cool.
So,
Great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just
Makes me feel less bad.
Yeah. No. It was so much fun. It's such a beautiful game.
And Rise.
I am Rise, aka Sean, or I guess technically it should be the other way around, but whatever. Let's see. What do I got going on this month? I think just a little bit left this month. Actually, next week on Thursday, the 21st, be over on Singularity RPG with the next episode of Heart of Darkness, our alien story with Meg Mysteria. who is fantastic with all the alien stuff. Always love playing those. On the 25th, and Monday, the week after, be back here on Lost Caravan with Hooper playing some Fabula Ultima, and I have been told that there are airships involved, which is very exciting. I don't know if you're not familiar with Fabula Ultima, it is very much JRPG, like old school Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, that kind of style turned into a TTRPG. It's really freaking cool. That's what I got left going on this month. Other stuff coming down the pipe later for RPGs Uncovered, which is going to be super fun. Got season 2 of a show over on Nerds with Dice. And whenever we scheduled that, I can't remember now. May?
I believe that's Iron Sworn, right?
Yeah.
I believe it starts in April.
April. So next month. Okay.
Yes.
So not that far off, but that's going to be super fun as well. Otherwise, you can find me on mostly Blue Sky, at Rise. That's me. Otherwise, yeah, I'm sure I'll be back whenever we do casting for next month for Lost Caravan. We'll see how that goes. There's one I really want that someone should put me in because I've never played with Cass as a GM.
You don't want to. You don't want to, Rise. I'll tell you
Yes,
right now. You
I
don't want
do.
to. No, you don't.
Yes.
No.
Look, you get to destroy yourself all the time. Let me do it to me.
Okay. Damn.
Sounds like Rise needs a wing
Touche.
pirate.
Touche.
Truly.
Other than that, I just want to say thanks, Danny. I know this was your first time doing this live on screen, and you did a fantastic job, especially putting up with the group of chucklefox that we have assembled here.
I mean, you had to herd us like a freaking sheepdog, and that you deserve so much praise.
Oh, thank you.
But the game is fantastic. Just like, the update is just as good as the original. Loved both of them. You did a fantastic job, and thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank
Hear,
you.
hear.
Okay, that just leaves me. I'm Daniela everywhere on the internet. If you enjoyed this game, you can find it for free on itch.io at The Haunting of Duncan Hill. I'll publish the little expansion that we ran tonight, hopefully soon as well. But like I said, this is my first time jamming on Lost Caravan, so thank you for everyone who watched. Thank you so much for joining and watching. I hope you all had fun. We are going to be rating ADH Adventures. With their conclusion, I'd like to leave you with the words of the concluding words of Disneyland's The Haunted Mansion ride. Come back and please be sure to bring your death certificate. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.